in good tunes because, you know, these good times don't last forever. So, you know, make the strategy or execute your strategy, I should say, in the way that you see fit. Add where you want to add. Take profits where you should be taking profits, and hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. We'll see everybody bright early on Monday. The big boys are that way.
Welcome, everybody.
I just saw the note that on this day in NBA history, Steve Nash was awarded NBA MVP. And
we were literally just chatting about it.
So apparently we had the best player then, that's questionable if he was. And right now Canada has, you know, the reigning MVP right now. So we'll see.
USO just tanked.
Did it?
No, yeah, it's moving right.
Oh, 3-day ceasefire apparently. Just hearing it
okay.
In my ear. We still got Adara here. Adara will be leaving early, starting her weekend early. So we say start that weekend early. But we've got news right now. It looks like there goes the NASDAQ just a little bit higher there. I'm only here. I guess I got to get in and out. I'm in silver here. I don't know how much. This will move on something like that. So we'll offer a little bit out there at 87. We're still in the same position we were when we left you guys. Oh, well, no, actually, this is a new position. It looks like 11.20, but silver came in right there. I like the long. We took it, so now it's 40 cents in the money. But welcome, everybody. It's going to be a good afternoon. Adara has the news. How about right now?
So the second I heard 3-day ceasefire, I got a little bit curious because I heard there's going to be 3-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. That is the ceasefire that Trump is referring to in his Truth Social post, and that is why oil kind of came right back up right away. Again, the headline here, 3-day ceasefire, all caps, makes it sound like it's going to be in Iran. It's actually in Russia and Ukraine. We already knew about it. So President Trump reposting about a previously known 3-day ceasefire between Russia and the Ukraine. It starts tomorrow. It ends on Monday. There is actually no mention here of Iran in this whole post that I can see. Back to you.
Yeah, getting closer every day. This is on his Truth there, to getting closer every day to ending the war between Russia. Yeah, Ukraine and Russia. We got that one there. So thanks, Derek, for clarifying that. So yeah, we will take advantage of it. Let's go. It's a face slap. Right there, another one with silver today. So there it goes, man. Nice move up, yes?
Sorry to accidentally cut off the thing. I just wanted to mention this KYIV, Kyivstar, and EPAM. I guess these are Ukrainian-related companies. They're also pushing higher on this sharply.
For that one, that's nice.
I don't know any Canadian or Ukrainian Canadian, because we were just talking about Canada. That's why.
Yes.
I don't know any Ukrainian companies, but you know what?
Shame.
The second I heard Ukraine, I'm like, okay, I was already eyeballing this. I already posted, this is why you have to have stops. Went for a nice walk, was literally at the low of the day. I'm like, let's get up, because PM&R is the one thing that's been a short all day long. And
PM&R.
That happened. So what happened at 1:15 on crypto, everybody? You guys can tell me. I was out for a walk. But anyways, it goes up to a top. I'm sitting there monitoring that top, and then I hear this is not an oil thing or not an Iran thing. So I just took the short. We'll give it to the prior bar high. But ultimately, something happened in crypto. I'm aware of the Intel Apple story because it sat back down.
Yeah.
Sean mentioned it to me. I
actually don't even know the story. I just know that it ripped up.
Oh, there's an agreement.
Yeah, okay, so what they thought about.
Yeah, like it was a rumor before, and it's an agreement now. I don't know. I pulled up the phone, which I'm sure a lot of people probably decided to take some profit on.
Yeah, I took some more. I actually got one.
Honestly, on Intel, you know what? Like if Ukraine's gonna pop it, then Ukraine's gonna pop it. But I need to figure out what happened to crypto at 1:15. But what's more ridiculous to me is like this is now this is ridiculous. We had $130.
Yeah.
On Intel. I'm like, okay, so I feel like every single time it does something insane, it's like log into the account, offer out 10%, and then a week later it hits another level. All right, offer out 10%. Because this was what you're waiting for. You're waiting for like these announcements, but it's already gone stupid mode before they've even got revenues. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great. It's unbelievable. The stock is complete and utter insanity. But hey, you know what? Is what it is, and hopefully we'll not be wrong. This is going to be one of those moments where if this is at $200 before it ever makes some kind of a reasonable pullback, going to have a little pie in the face. And you know what's not going today? It's not up. It's not down. It's not doing anything. Really trying to figure out what to make of this on ARM. Don't know what to make of it. I can't, if it's not going to break the low for the dip buy on earnings, then can it at least go higher when the market's up 2% and everything is going completely parabolic? What is going on with this? I almost wanted to say piece of garbage, but it's a fantastic stock that's been breaking out and going crazy. But your guess is as good as mine at this point, as to what is next with ARM. I'm still waiting for a bit of a deeper dip, because if you're this weak, market's up 2 points, all the chip names are going parabolic. If you're flat today, and I consider 1% flat given what it's done on the session, then you're relatively weak and you deserve a bit of a fall. And if the market turns, how can this not be? It's hanging VWAP this afternoon. If we get a market turn, this seems like it should be a relatively weak one in a short. Oh, that's a weird one. Intel, an absolute rocket. It's defying expectations at this point.
Intel's been amazing. Anyone that says otherwise
6.5 bags
would not be correct. Yeah, man.
From the 6.5 bags from the U.S. government purchase. 6x.
Yeah, exactly.
And plus.
Amazing. And I, like you said, I hope a lot of you got involved in that. We were talking Intel for a very, very long time. Back at those levels.
I started way too early. I started at 25 on that stock, and then it just happened to bounce, and then it happened to hold 19. So got an average price of Will Clark.
Nice. So I really like that stock too. Tesla's been kind of just hovering around here again. I posted it up, man. I don't have. I post when I'm long stuff. You can go back and find out when I bought Oscar, when I bought Target, all those things right there. Simple. Just took some off Intel in the swing account. So that's what we wind up taking off right there as well. Oh, that's TraderTV. That's a nice little logo thing there. Thanks, Ramin, for that one. But look what's going on right here with Tesla. So this is kind of yesterday in the afternoon we were messing around with this thing. And about that. It doesn't look like it wants to do a whole heck of a lot here today, Tesla. So I don't know, maybe it's just taking the weekend early. Maybe Elon's thinking about Mother's Day. I don't know what's going on right now, but I don't think this will be a looker here. I'm literally scanning through. Here's all the charts and whoa. See, it's something to do with that monitor, honestly. It's not the mouse, even though Joe and I go back and forth. So here's SMCI. All I'm really trying to do right now is just scan through some names, see if there's anything that's setting up. Tesla right there doesn't look the greatest there. There's DraftKings underneath VWAP, maybe a short.
Well, I'm looking at DraftKings.
Yeah.
I was in this long when it looked like it was going to go, and there was a seller here at 26.40 at VWAP, just very, very determined seller at VWAP. It plunged the low of the day. I think this one, I wanted this to be a long, and it was for a minute, but I think that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, a short there too. Yeah, Broadcom right here, I don't know, pulling back into VWAP, that could be a trade as well, 427.50. Broadcom with news today, up 3.5%. That could be a good little name there as well. Here's the NAT. This is, you got to keep it on the screen. Here is the S&P 500. This is SPXL, so this is an ETF right there as well. Sorry, there's NVIDIA right now. This could be a trade, but I'd have to go short here on NVIDIA, 215, 216, underneath VWAP right there. So that's potentially setting something up for what I like to look at anyways there with NVIDIA. A little bit of Coinbase up to 196 today. There she goes. That's going to the upside now, Coinbase. Apple on that news. Now you're underneath VWAP. They get spiked up there a little bit too as well. And that wasn't on the news. That was just a nice move up. If anything on the news, looks like Apple's made a move down on that Intel play there. Apple could be a good short at 293, looking back at that. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just sort of scanning through. And anybody in the chat, if something's setting up nicely for you, let us know. And then potentially Neil and I will have a look, and maybe it works out for us. But yes, Dell was still going, and Dell's been I couldn't believe it when Adara mentioned Dell to me when I sat back down. I was like, oh yeah, Dell. I remember that stock. That's $130, $140. Maybe it's at 180 right now. And I haven't looked at Dell in a minute, and my thinking was right. This was February. We were down here at 120, 130, but now you're $260. And, this guy, Michael Dell, donated $6 billion into those Make America Great Again funds, whatever it is. They're the investment ones for kids, the Trump funds.
All that needs to do.
And yeah, now all of a sudden, catching way more. I mean, I wonder how much this guy's made on his own shares since he donated that. But there it goes, man, up to $260. Nice tax write-off for that donation. 160 to 170 to boom it there to the upside. And there might not be any tax implications there. I have no idea. But that was very generous to start those accounts. I think that's a great thing for the United States.
There's a reason why the answer to the question when SMCI has forever been, nah, just buy Dell. Like, that's been the easy answer to the question. Almost every time you point to like a depressed name in a space, like, when is this going to bottom? Like, oh, you like that space? Buy the good name in that space. That's a little harder to do if we were talking about, I don't know, apparel, right? Or like athletic shoes. Like that's a harder thing to do if you have a bad sector. But if you've got a strong sector and a depressed name, like for all the talk of SMCI, like, whoops, it's not split adjusted. For all the talk of is SMCI finally going to break out? Okay, granted, SMCI has made a bit of a bottom, and maybe you've been able to get involved there. But you know what? Dell has been on an upward trend the entire time. And like from the lows, it's probably really close percentage-wise. But the difference is it's your downside risk, in my opinion. When you buy something which is strong and doesn't have the issues, you just have a better sense of you're not going to get rinsed as poorly. You're participating. Usually you can just buy the dip and let it go, like that kind of a thing. So if you can find the better name in the space, it's an easy way to go. DraftKings doesn't want to get to the highs. Palantir is breaking out, someone just said.
Yeah,
is it?
Nice. Well, it's 137.
Did I misread that?
It's trying to go.
Oh, yeah, at the high of the day, yeah.
He thinks it's going to be breaking out all next week, was the comment.
Well, it's held 135 again. That's good.
Might as well break out. Why not? Oh, man. Google went to 401.50. I mean, some names that were STFU, STFS, right here, Star Fashion, halted and now just reopens. I don't know what STF. Oh, this has been halting pretty much all day, so that's going to be a nothing burger there. Although 1.3 million shares, something to look at there, STFS. We did have Beyond Meat the other day break above $1, and then it came back through. Now it's 83 cents, so that name's downside here. But maybe you just need to look at the names that are, actually moving, and that would be Intel. So yeah, Rocket Lab or Intel or IREN. We took oh shoot, man, look where IREN's at again. We took another shot on IREN right here, real quick, and that went to 58 bucks. There. Now it's right back up. This could be a short. This is why I just ticked on my watch there, because it just came right back up into VWAP again, IREN right now, looking like a potential short. I mean, good bottom there. The only stock we're red on today is this IREN, and we're gonna have to watch out to see what's going on. We're pretty much at the day's high because of this silver trade. We've only traded IREN, silver, and the NASDAQ. So. Very, very basic for me here today. Silver, okay. Now we're really going. I mean, this has turned out to be a much bigger trade than I'd even hoped for. I mean, our stop on this was a break of, here, I can tell you, 30s on this. So it actually was 25s it is, but there's 30s right there. So we don't get stopped out on SLV, and now all the way back up to the upside. We just missed that trade. So let me just take another offer here at 14 if we're able to, and then we'll take out some share. There it is. We get that shares on 14 as it goes through VWAP right now. So that's going to be a good one, 65 cents. But I think you just want to trade where the volume is. I mean, CoreWeave today also. There's Intel. We'll look at Intel all afternoon. So if you're with us, don't worry about it. We'll continue to watch out for it. But CoreWeave, nice bounce back right now. That's the story of the afternoon for me. Potentially back in here at 112. That's your 200 period moving average. CoreWeave, not a great hold, through earnings, it looks like. But how do you know? Just coming right back in. CoreWeave's been real good, man, off those April lows, $65, $70. Like, we see some stuff like this again on stocks that we like ARM, like IREN, CEG, so on and so forth. CEG trying to move around today as well. I bought a little bit of CEG today off of selling something yesterday. I forget what it was. We sold some Intel today, but was it AMD? I don't know. We had some money lying around. Anyways, down 1.3% right now. So CEG down.
Pick a chip name, and it's probably one of those.
Yeah, probably. That was all. No, I would have told everybody. I think it was either I just had some money left. AMD. One of the things we sold recently, should have sold Uber when I was like, I don't like Uber anymore. I did a little thing yesterday on Uber when it was at $80 yesterday. Or $78 yesterday, and we were talking about how I did not like this company anymore really moving forward, and that we were looking to get out, and we didn't get an opportunity to do that, so now we lick our wounds on some Uber. But yeah, right now just, look for some hot names. I think Iron back at VWAP, CoreWeave down there as well. Maybe some Tesla, but Tesla's not moving. So.
DraftKings is not, sorry.
DraftKings was a good one.
No, Rocket Lab is what I meant to. DraftKings is not really moving. If it gets into VWAP, that's one thing, but Rocket Lab's over $100 at 101. Mr. Daniel Westermeyer, Neil, can you please check your email?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. And what do we got here? Oh, that's an easy. Oh, no. Oh, okay. You know what? I read the first part of it, and Daniel was requesting everybody out there. It's Mother's Day on Monday. He says, I want everybody to just make sure everyone give your mom a hug. Daniel lost his mom yesterday. And
yesterday. Oh.
Yeah. So, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Give your mom a hug every day. What does that have to be Mother's Day?
The thing is, tomorrow's never guaranteed. The people in your life that you care about, like every single day, every chance you get. You have any idea, like, just even like that one little phone call, like the little other nonsense, every single time you see them, it's priceless what it means. And like, it's something you understand better, I guess easier when you have kids. I know Daniel and anybody that has a family, like you understand that because it lights you up. Anyways, that's said here. But you know what? You celebrate life, you celebrate the good times, and take advantage of what you can. And everybody have a fantastic Mother's Day, and make sure you make it special in whatever way you can. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, obviously, that can't be easy, but we have a great community out here for sure, and we appreciate you. Daniel's a good people's man. He came out here, took us all out to dinner, got to meet his wife, and we have such an awesome community. And it's not just about trading. It's just everyone shares similar interests and has positive outlooks, and that's what's so great about the community that we have here. For sure. And appreciate you, Daniel.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, we want to respect everybody and their wishes. But yeah, thanks for sharing that. And I know it's tough, obviously, heading into a day like this weekend. But yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there as well. It should be a good one. It's a packed one, as we said. Lots of activities this weekend. And I think I'm at the Diamond 3 or 4 times, at the rink tonight as well. So it should be a lot of fun. Spend it with everybody you know. And that you love. Okay, Amazon. You know what's an interesting one here? Amazon. We just sort of went by a little bit there on Amazon. I'm clearing out a more SLV, right? SLV just ripped up right into a perfect spot for me. So this is like a trade that we like, generally speaking. I mean, the market's up 2%. We had that poll, so that was a good look there for anybody that voted yes on that. Remember, it was 1.6.
I don't think I ended it.
Keeps on going there. But yeah, there it is. AMZN at a decent level right now to see what's happening. 272 and change. For Amazon. I mean, I wish it was a little bit, more confluence with some other lines here, but VWAP is trying to hold. We've held it. And these have been trades that have been good. And I want to say a big shout out to MF Dane Generous there. I saw what you had posted there yesterday on my, something called Twitter over here. And I did like it. You said something about how, all these trades in the afternoon have been so crazy fire. But anyways, thanks for everybody that's been responding to everything on X. And, Ramin did a great job with this. I'm going to put this in here again. Go watch out this video. It's a video that Neil and I did yesterday. It's getting a lot of views and likes and comments and everything on this one as well. So go have a look at this one. Thanks, Ramin, for, I'd said this already, for the very flattering picture. That's amazing. Next time, put some hair up in here before I wind up going to Turkey. Yeah, we're going to get that going here. 272.20 for Amazon would definitely be a look for me. And then you know what? It looks like Tesla may be trying to break. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay, just bounced back. I got the warning there. It came on my, see, here's my little indicators there. Tesla, USO, we just got out of some silver. I know that's not USO, but that's there. Amazon and Google. Yeah, I know what I mean, but it's not that exciting. But see, these are just VWAPs there. So 5-minute chart VWAP getting hit there on Tesla. So get over there. Sorry about that for zooming back. Thanks for me. That was cool. But there it is. So there's the VWAP bounce and boom. And that's what I wanted to show you, because Dane Generous in the chat there, you were messaging me. Oh, it's Andre now. Hey, what's up, Andre? Yeah, you do not sound like Ramin, that's for sure, nor look like her.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so just quickly there, playing off of key levels, like VWAP, and we've shown you some big trades in the afternoon over the last little while. And I guess it was, get down again. Oh my God, I'd ask Rob about fixing this, but I don't know if that would ever make any sense. Nothing, my screens aren't aligned. I can never go back and forth. So there's the TQs yesterday, that was this morning. This Ripper yesterday, that was TQs, that was this morning as well. But it was some good trades like this one that you're talking about, Dane, I guess, off yesterday with Amazon. Like there's the VWAP, and there's the downside play. We've had some good plays off of VWAP again. You know, I feel like all the best ones have something to do with support and resistance with key lines. And there's this was a good one too. This was at 2:30 a couple days ago, May the 6th, where we found a name like Robinhood that was hovering just around VWAP, kept on bouncing, and then to the races goes Robinhood. Long 77.80. This was 77.90 by the time we got, 79. Flat there by the time it started to stop. So, you know, that was a good little trade. So those are the kind of ones we're going to be looking for right now in the afternoon. And, you know, they're not hard to find, but you do got to look for them. So just quickly, I'm going to go to Neil in a second, but there was SLV at VWAP. So that's and right here, Andre/Ramin. There's silver SLV right there hitting on VWAP. So there's the VWAP scanner. Thank you so much, Andre. So that's it right there. And then there is VWAP. So there's the scanner, there's VWAP, and that's where we executed out of that one. So yeah, so far so good. Let's go over to Neil and we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll talk about Origenics, everybody, because you know what? We got some updates here, and the ticker OGN on the NYSE American has activated its Phase 2A clinical trial in Australia with its first site fully operational and patient dosing expected next. They're developing ONP002, an intranasal treatment targeting concussion and mild traumatic brain injury, an area where there are currently no FDA-approved therapies. Alongside that, Origenics has spent the past year strengthening its balance sheet, raising capital, resolving liabilities, and restoring exchange compliance. The focus now shifts to execution. With clinical progress underway and additional CNS assets under evaluation. Shout out to OGN. Thanks to them for sponsoring this hour of the show. And again, find them on the NYSE OGN, or NYSE American, I should say, formerly the Amex. One name that we didn't just find it. This was I don't know, kind of weirdly. We were doing the rundown this morning, or I guess going through all of the names, all the earnings names this morning, and somehow we didn't even remotely talk about SMR. I don't think.
No, we didn't really.
Yeah, it didn't even come up. It didn't have a great report. It dumped off the open, and then when some things caught some big bids that weren't that strong. Right around 1 o'clock here, SMR seems like it's one of them. So in the afternoons, I look for things that made a parabolic move, and if it's a trend into a resistance level, overhead resistance, which would be the opening range, then there's one here in SMR. So if it breaks the trend line, like it to the high. Just realized, do we have locates on SMR?
Should.
Yes, we do. I know. You know what? Usually we do, but the other day there was something that I made the assumption on because we always had it, and then we didn't that day. So you never want to make the assumption that you've got free locates. Remember, it was USO. That's what it was. I remember USO was breaking down in the morning, and it was like 9:30 or 9:35, like 5-10 minutes after the open. We couldn't go short. It was really cheap, but for whatever reason, we just had to pay for it. I bet you we don't have to pay for it today. It's not a normal thing. Oh, super chat from. Here we go. Shale.
Ooh, I like that. Shales with Wari. Okay, tough one.
Yes, that's also. Can't thank you guys enough for your coaching throughout the last month. Was able to turn 15K into 300K, especially Sean on those NVDA calls. Shout out from the YYZ, and if you know, you know. Not the best airport.
It's not.
It's a great city.
I love
you like Pearson?
Yes, man. Every time I go there, it's been great, man. When we just went to Mexico, it was like we were in and out. It was perfect.
Apparently, Pearson's reputation,
food.
If it like pilots.
Oh, for pilot? I don't care about pilots.
It has a very bad reputation in terms of like a lot of delays. And
okay, yeah.
Yeah. So my cousin is always harping. My cousin's a pilot, so like pilots are like, man, it's slow and it's not the best at churning and moving. Canada's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna hate on the country.
Wow, what a move, man! Congratulations on that one, and thanks for listening.
Parabolic moves. Imagine you look at these chip names. Unbelievable.
It's been amazing. And just we had a super chat earlier about somebody that made a bunch of money on Intel calls. I mean, would have been a little early to sell them apparently, but that was a nice move.
Rocket Lab this morning, someone destroyed that.
Yeah, shout out to everybody making a lot of money out there. That is for damn sure. How do I make a lot of money is what I want to know. Not the best trade on the SPY puts for VWAP retracement, but managed to be in the green 4% today. Have a great weekend. Yeah, I mean, Great style there on VWAP, man. We talked about how much we like that VWAP trading over here. So, yeah, and I just hope you guys can learn. I mean, this is why I'm posting stuff out, winners and losers. We talk about that. Shout out to KY, blah, 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 somebody in the background. Hey, MF Dangerous. No, I was just saying how you left a nice comment there on my Twitter about hitting those trades in the afternoon. Thinking about this one right here, yeah, again, someone there in the chat had mentioned that Microsoft looks like it was about to flush. There it is, KC, why not? So we'll see if that winds up going. I think you're right. I think you might be onto something here. Just a matter of, again, I don't think you have to even give it that much risk. I mean, that's about $50, it's about $1 right there to the upside if you're gonna play it off of VWAP. It's right at, see, like, if VWAP was right here, I'd be like, let's go long, all day. But it's not, it's underneath, and we're starting to trend a little lower. I'm a little nervous about the NASDAQ because you're but you are up 2%. And yeah, tough to play a short in a 2% up market. Nothing wrong with trying that, and I think we could get lucky maybe and hit a couple shorts there, and if we do, that's great. But for right now, yeah, that's a pretty tricky play where the NASDAQ is, but I can't say I hate that kind of an idea. I think you're probably onto something, but just be careful with it again. If you are going to go short, make sure you do have your outs there on Softy. And I'm going to keep looking for more opportunities. I mean, look how good, again, like we could Barry Horowitz ourselves all the time around here because, first of all, Brendan, thanks for so many people, mentioning the word goat around here, but we only have one. That's Brendan. Whether or not that's a goat or a lamb is up to everybody else's decision, but there's the sellout right there on VWAP 3 times. So, we don't have very much left on this trade here. And whenever you see like that kind of, I'm going to get out now again right here. Now, whenever you see, outs around VWAP, you know that if it starts to fail, we're going to start taking a little bit more because we have, a great price there. We almost got stopped out and then it just ripped right back up to the upside. So yeah, that's a trade that I'm going to try to appreciate and take every single time at VWAP, especially at this time of day. So yeah, thanks to everybody for doing that. Is NVIDIA breaking out?
Also worth watching.
TX Jet fan?
I think in the last 90 minutes, worth probably watching.
Oil?
Tesla did that crazy move,
yes.
and it's starting to go as well. So Tesla's up another 4% today.
Oh, bounce clean off VWAP. So there's another $3 off VWAP.
Yeah, actually, maybe it must have been someone in the chat. I kind of randomly went to it. But no, it also did that late move in the day. So if there's buyers, sometimes you get late buying and then there's late buyers as a pattern. You've seen that happen before. So that should be worth a watch. But I'm still looking at that SMR. Oh no, what happened to my black shirt? Hopefully this is fine. Okay, this chart's fine. But it hasn't really broken that trend line yet. Oh, my black chart is missing some data. So I'll have to use this one. If we break the high, that doesn't necessarily change the trade, but I don't like it as much if it's not failing a lower high than breaking the trend. Olympic monkey.
That's not a bad monkey.
Is that a thing?
To be an Olympic monkey? I don't know.
Was like a monkey a thing in one of the Olympics?
I don't know. I just made that.
I feel like
I just made that up. I think if you're a monkey competing in the Olympics, you're probably good. They have like superhuman strength.
They do.
Yeah, or those gorillas. I think.
Will NVIDIA break the all-time high double?
Or Harambe. Okay.
Huh?
Will it break? Maybe it looks weak right now. I don't know. It's definitely not weak.
Well, you know what?
Oh yeah. This was a name that I was looking at. Actually,
we said Apple midweek and NVIDIA end of the week to get the all-time high. What's the next stock? Who hasn't hit the all-time? Is it just Tesla? Has everyone else made an all-time high except for Tesla?
Well, no, not Microsoft.
Oh well, okay. Well, I don't want to count Microsoft. Microsoft's caught up in the software.
Yeah. Well, that's something we asked about which one, but it was only Microsoft is the other one.
Microsoft obviously is really.
And then Tesla, but.
And Tesla.
I mean, people have thrown Tesla out as a Mag 7. I think that's probably right. I mean, the market cap is not there. It's not a Mag 7 name anymore, Tesla. It doesn't follow the rest of them.
I saw some other acronym which was trying to get like Broadcom.
Yeah, I think Eli Lilly.
Yeah, it was trying to add a couple of more reasonable names. It'd be nice to get, Broadcom's tech too, but like it's nice to expand it so that you don't only have mega cap tech. That's why I like Lilly in there. And Walmart maybe can get back at some point. Pops Mafia, I would love.
Oh yeah, Meta. Meta's nowhere near.
Yeah, Meta. There we go. So what's next? Meta. Who gets to the all-time high first?
Microsoft, because
Microsoft, Meta, Tesla.
Well, Meta doesn't have. Oh, Tesla then. Out of all of those.
Yeah, I guess if I do that poll, is it not going to be 80% Tesla? You know what?
Well, what do you think?
I'd pick. I got to pick Tesla.
All right, I'm picking Meta then. I'm going to go with Meta.
So let's go with return to main menu, custom poll. Next, Mag 7 to make.
That's a good one.
Make all-time high.
We can even
we'll
put that in the
Meta.
YouTube chat too if you wanted
Oops.
to.
So Meta, Microsoft, and I'll put Tesla last because maybe people don't. Just because I think it's going to be Tesla, TSLA. So we'll start the voting now. 1 is Meta, 2 is Microsoft, 3 is Tesla. Of course, Tesla ends up being the green one. Okay, so I'll type my 3 in there. And you can only vote one. Well, you can vote as many times as you want. Do whatever you want to do. But Meta, Microsoft, Tesla, who makes it? You don't have to hold the all-time high. You just have to tag the all-time high. So let us know what you guys think. There's plenty of other names that we could put up.
They're all probably similarly
just
away
including in the Mag 7. I don't know what percentage each is away from their all-time highs.
Well, Meta has to get back to 7.
I guess we could have done that. You're not going to handicap it anyways. Oh, Meta's a good.
Yeah, 25% at
Yeah,
least.
easy. That's pretty far. Microsoft. That's not. That's close. What's that? 560, and we're at 420-ish. That's 25% as well. Actually, no, sorry, never mind. That's 25% down. It's 33% up. So a little further from Microsoft, which makes sense. And then Tesla would be way too close. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's not fair. That's not even kind of fair.
Tesla.
Yeah, it's like 15% away. So that's a layup for Tesla, as reflected in the vote. So it'll be interesting to see how the other two go. Mostly Meta, but 21% Meta. Tesla's much more chalk than I realized. I thought it would have been, it's chalk.
I'm okay. So let's siren up. Let's get back to some trading around here. I loved it how on the midday show it was about 11:15 and Sharif goes, I'm not really into trading now. I don't know if he put a trade on the rest of the 3 hours, but
I traded some Intel.
Okay, good. You trade some Intel. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say I was actually sending him a message. I was gonna laugh at him there because he's just like I don't feel like trading. I was like, bro, we have a show here, but you don't have to make a trade if you don't like one. So here we go, 216.50 right there. Let's just see. ARM has been just kind of going sideways. Now again, I would rather have found a setup that, well, I mean, it's going to try to work out. I don't know where it's going to go. Right now, we're in the money nicely on this ARM. We just took this trade 5 seconds ago, and like I said, when I'm sitting here, I try to always look for some opportunities for everybody, and I don't mind taking them if they're there. So 216.25, this could run it. I mean, the spread is quite large, so I'm going to try to see if we maybe break 40s there on the upside of ARM. We'll just see what it wants to do. I don't, there's, like we said, it's still up 1%. I'm not sure about this. So we just did have as I was speaking, I didn't even realize we just dip down into there. So we take VWAP completely there. It's going to look like, oh my God, but you see the spread, how the spread is right now? So sometimes you just got to sit there and you can get filled. So that was pretty lucky. I just found it, put the offer out. Now it's back into the 430s. So we're in 30-cent winner, but we got to cross out to take 20 cents. So let's sit on the bid. I'm sitting at 20. Maybe it does give a flush into that level right there. And we'll be able to take a little bit out, but easily ARM with the futures ticking up, can easily take this level out. So we put our stop in right there. We have some ARM. We're just trying to get out of 15% right now if we can. And then we'll wait somewhere around here. If we can get 215 flat would be great. And then after that, we look for a little bit of a move lower here in ARM. So let's see if we can get that. We may not be able to, but we can always cross up and try to get some as well. But who knows what ARM is up to right now. So, all right, that's it, man. ARM right now.
Apparently Goolsby's talking.
Okay. We got a fill there on ARM.
He's on Bloomberg or something talking. So we'll keep ear to the ground for sure. Adair is still here. I'm still looking.
Oh, Iran.
Almost break. Tesla wants to break 430. I'll get to Rocket Lab in a quick second, but we're about to break the trend. Just one tick down, and then it's going to go. MF Dangerous likes that ARM. I want ARM to go down so I can. Well, I mean, it's not going to go there today, so it doesn't really make a difference. I want ARM to go down so I can get some shares back in there. When the market's at all-time highs and you've trimmed, like you get some cash, but you're like, okay, well, what am I going to get that cash into? Becomes that question. And the idea of selling something is to buy. Sometimes it's to buy it back later. You don't have to, but my intention is to buy back into that thing a little bit later. I don't love how weak it is today, but what can you do? Ultimately, the stock has been up. Went 90 to 95 to $250. Got to ring the register at some point, I do think. Come on, just break these 30s on SMR. Like it just keeps refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. You know what? It's not going to break 30, so I'm just not going to stare at it the whole time. When it breaks 30, I'm getting into SMR. Let's see Rocket Lab here, because maybe that's doing a little something. Oh, that's right, all-time high in Rocket Lab. 30% and another all-time high. Yeah, that's not... I'm going to chase the high, but that double top, I don't want to short that. That's for sure. I'll stick with something that's a little bit relatively weak. That's where I want to go to. I thought maybe that could be DraftKings after doing a long couple times. And that's literally breaking the low of the day. The low of the open market. Low of the day would be the pre-market, but breaking down here on DraftKings. This could just be a short the pop kind of play. Market's at the highs, you're breaking the lows, that means you're weak. So short the next available pop. You got a bit of a downward channel that's been forming here. So if it pops into like 25.9, something along those lines, it could give you something for a short trade for sure. But it's SMR or DraftKings, I think. Not going to chase some of these names to that upside.
We just continue to do the same stuff here. There's ARM, so right now took a little bit off back into the bottom here. We're still waiting for 215 flat. Maybe we can get that, and glad that we had talked about this again. If you guys are in this trade, I mean, take 40, 50 cents up to you right there. But yeah, we're short ARM off VWAP, waiting to see what winds up happening here into the afternoon. STFS still moving around. Meta, GLD. You guys tell me what you want to watch. AEHL, okay. AEHL. I have these positions on already. I mean, the silver one's 50 cents. The ARM is 50 cents. I don't know. AEHL, yeah, okay. A bunch of halts here today, AEHL. Looks like they does split upside down there, and then you know what happens after splits, as I hope we've trained all of you pretty well on that one. All the way down into 50 cents now back up to $1. So I don't know what's up with AEHL right there, but it just ran $1. So yeah, there was news on it earlier there. Derekin's going to go find it for us right now, but just bouncing off that, that $1 level. We've already been to $1 today, 120. Yes, ma'am.
Announcing $190K in realized gains from their, quote, genius plan, which I guess is a crypto treasury strategy, also $95,000 share repurchase program.
Okay.
Sorry, 90,000?
There we go. All right.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard share repurchase program with a number like that. 95,000. All right, yeah, it's obviously, well, you're a small capper for a reason. You got to start somewhere. $90,000 would be, what, 15% of SMR's revenue? Oh, well, not SMR. Rigetti? Which one has 600,000 revenue? Rigetti, probably.
Oh, I'd have to.
No, I think it's Rigetti.
Look that up.
Yeah, I think it's Rigetti. It's not SMR. Not that it makes a difference, but there's companies that it's a small company. Leave it at that. But 90,000 that's kind of jokes to me. But you got to start somewhere. Chip in a chair. Like, how many of those companies have turned into, like, you start from nothing and then hopefully you're something. So finally SMR did break through that 30. So we're in. Gonna throw our stop at the prior bars. That'll be like 12.36. And we're going up to the desk because I hear Adair's getting excited.
Yeah, I'm excited because Fed's Goolsby just said, quote, it would be wrong to think rate cuts are the only option ahead of the Fed, which could imply rate hold, or it also could imply a rate hike. So maybe I was getting too excited, but I do think that's worth noting. Also, guys, as mentioned, I'm going to be ducking out, unfortunately, but I do want to quickly talk here about an infographic you can check out. It'll be dropping over the weekend on X at TTV Research. We know next week President Trump is heading off to China, but some individuals could be heading off with him. According to a semaphore report, you're going to have Tim Cook, Jensen Huang, Kelly Ortberg, and Darren Woods all coming with him. They're the CEOs of Apple, NVIDIA, Boeing, and ExxonMobil, respectively. Also, you've got unnamed executives from companies like BlackRock, Citigroup, Qualcomm, and Visa also set to attend. Those would not be the CEOs. Those would just be other executives. Now, the Ortberg attendance seems to be the most set in stone, given that this was also reported by CNBC before Semaphore even reported this. But either way, guys, this visual, not out yet. You're going to have to wait for over the weekend on X at TTV Research. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And Fed's Goolsby is still talking. Back to you.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard this from other members of the Fed, the whole notion that, hey, they have to listen to labor market versus what's going on with inflation, how long the war lasts, and that therefore you could see policy in either direction. The other thing you would want to consider too is, I think you're going to hear more neutral language, because I think we have a very strong idea where the next Fed chair, right, is leaning. So I think you're going to hear more neutral language to sort of balance out any notion that it's obvious where leadership is going to want to lean, which is toward cuts, which we know that's going to be true. So we already know that dissent was the wrong word. I think what we had was not everybody in complete agreement on like some of the wording on the last decision. The Marine says Intel to hold 124. Intel's, we talk levels on Intel today. All right, let's go to a 15 because it's going to be ridiculous on Intel. Like this stock. Look at this. Look at the break to hold 124. Look at the gap on Intel. Like I don't think you can just with this one. You know, if you have moving averages that work for you, like deep trends, like that kind of a thing, like just simple support when it's flying like this, it's in kind of parabolic mode. So it's going to be built a little bit differently here. And it's out in the middle of nowhere, right? Like you just made an all-time high, and as it's pulling back, there's nothing to pull back into for it. Google's Isomorphic Labs to raise $2 billion in new funding. Alphabet just keeps on. They've gone to the corporate debt markets. They've been really all about raising some debt lately for Google. Maybe that's why it wasn't as strong as you would have liked. Still a great stock. I didn't like this morning the resistance at 400 off the open. It made me think that there's some other names that are going to get that baton passed to them. We just got David with a super chat. If we can, let's throw that up. Dara, you've made me so much money, not with the news, but the way you distill it. The rest of you all at Trader TV Live, you all help everyone smart enough to learn. And Daniel, appreciate you. David, thanks for the super chat. Have a good one, Adara.
I see you, Adara. She's out of here now, so thank you for all of that. We didn't get our bid there on ARM yet, so we're still waiting at 215 flat. It might have just bounced off of us completely there, and it's. It could be a relatively slow one here today on a Friday. CoreWeave, whenever things are slow, you want to look for something that might be moving around a little bit. And, of course, CoreWeave taking the opportunity to not move around. So 113.20 to 114 in and around this range right now, something to go on with here. So we'll see what's happening with CoreWeave in and around these areas. But 114, potentially. Goolsby's now done, so... nothing going on there. IREN, we had that long, and now it's kind of just hovering around again. We got dropped out right there. IREN, the only red stock that I have today, IREN, and just right into there. I've only traded 3 names. Oh, I wanted to show you this, Nintendo. So remember this morning when Nintendo opened up and it was up here at 1170, and I said that they were running into some problems because they increased the price of the Switch due to component problems. And there it is, man. Nintendo down 11%. Just should have basically taken my own sort of advice on that one. There goes Nintendo to the downside. So you could watch out for Sony, things like that coming in. There's Sony, a name that we don't often talk about. I haven't even looked at Sony's chart as well. But I mean, just like Nintendo just released the Switch. I talked about component prices in the PS5 and whatnot as everything, man. Like no matter what you're making here, memory goes into smart everything, phones, computers, TVs, anything that these guys are making, costs have gone up. Meanwhile, us as the consumer, we always want to pay less. So being careful with that one there is Sony. So watch out as that continues to make.
And not everybody's Apple. Like you have to. Not every single company is going to be able to just pass on costs and expect that it's not going to affect the bottom line. Right? Like not everything, and that's sort of the issue. I think that's part of the thing with the Switch is if you've got one and your kids love it, the 2 is cool, but it's something you can do without easily. And the last thing that people fail to upgrade probably is going to be their phones. But you are going to get into a cycle where if we keep input costs this high, you are going to see some demand issues for sure. It's almost inevitable, and we know, and you've seen CEOs talk about it. One of the most important line items that's going to come around, and we've already talked about this when we've been turning around and doing the aftermarket show, is let's have a look at margins. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's like, okay, if margins are getting compressed a little bit, we can live with it. If your margins are improving, then it's like free pass. You're good to go. But it's not if it's 1 point, 2 points, but look for that bigger margin compression to start working its way through earnings season. Although I get it, we're through a lot of the big earnings. We still have some big dogs left to come. Obviously, NVIDIA would be one of them. Marvell probably has to report too. Micron, they're usually toward the end of the cycle. Yes, we still have some decent earnings to get through, even if we had been through the most. So just in this SMR, which by the way, we had a discussion about this stock. So the next bid's going to be here in front of the teens and looking for the open range resistance to turn back into support at 12. Not thinking VWAP here, I'm just thinking the 12 level on SMR. We had a healthy discussion about we had a question about this in $10. And my simple answer was, I still think this is as good a dart throw as any. I'm in it if you're looking for the nuclear, the explosive growth. Just understand, this can be a hat size, it can be zero. Very real possibilities. We were talking about names that can go from being nothing to 10x. It falls in that type of a category, but you're very rarely going to get something in that category that doesn't run the risk of going to zero. That's just sort of how it is, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up a hat size before it makes the next bounce. For now, it's holding, great. They just reported if it can hang on to this 50-period moving average for a week after this report, good sign. And then the long might be here above 10. But until proven otherwise, the stock has been relatively weak, for sure. Let us know what else you guys are watching. The Marine says that Intel 124 is apparently a magnet. Maybe.
Here's ARM. So it's $1. So yeah, we're pretty happy with what's happening right here on ARM, needless to say. So there it goes, a quick little $1. So, congratulations to anybody that tailed this one right there. And yeah, and again, thanks to Dane and everybody out there, giving me confidence to make plays like that. So there goes ARM to the downside. Hopefully some of you have it as we make $1 on that one. And yeah, so far so good. Just looking around, got a bunch of hockey parents messaging me right here, so that should be fun. See what's going on there. But ARM, so I just sat there and took a fill. Like it was just at, what was the price there? 54s on ARM. So we get that 54 there. So yeah, giving us about $1.10 on that fill. We have half left right now. And I may just, even though this looks like it wants to potentially just hang out here for a minute, there we go. We punch out and run right into a dark pool there at 82 or so. And there it is. We take out another piece. Now less than half, about a third left of ARM. So, it's always nice when you're playing with house money. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you too, man. I love the chill vibe. The only problem is sometimes when I'm too chill, we get a message from the boss and says, Sean, man, hype everybody up. So I'm just trying to be me, right? And you got to do what you got to do. And sometimes if you see me get excited, it's because I'm told to do that. And but a lot of it's emotions too, right? I mean, when you have real money on the line and you're making money, you do get excited. So I want to say shout out to everybody who's part of that Italian blood in me there. But yeah, I love the chilled out nature as well. But we all have our roles around here. Now, we talked about that the other day. So, all right, so silver, 72.50. I mean, hopefully that continues to go upside there. But we did empty out that clip. I just, when I get a little bored, you kind of look for, oh, well, there we go. We just got out of 88s right there. Just trying to, think about it. I could put the stop right here at 72.70 if we wanted to. That's the 200-period moving average. All right, 50, 13, 15. Probably about 15% left or so right now at most. It was a really good clear out right there. I mean, we got some out when it came into this area, that's for sure. Out into that top and then out at VWAP and then again, 25 period, 50 period downside. So yeah, the only thing I think, like we could definitely improve our trading, that's for sure, where we get out. Like just waiting for maybe a few more keyer levels. Like instead of having 3 outs there, we could have 1. Instead of having 3 outs here, we could have 1. And then that way, I don't know if it worked out better because it's just an average price when we wind up getting out of it all. But yeah, so far so good there.
I think it works out to, when there was somebody that they used to trade on the floor when you're sort of layering out of positions. And the way they looked at it is they broke it down into, if it was a $2 range, they broke it down into say like quartile.
Right.
Right. So like they broke it down into like 50-cent ranges, right? So maybe you get Like you're getting X.
That's why I was like, yeah,
amount out
Fibonacci's might be good.
Yeah, you have, but in between here and here, I'm getting this amount out. But you're taking it out in pieces, like not all at once. And I'm like, that was a really interesting way of looking at things. And I actually applied that when I was trading buyouts. It's like, okay, fine. Like you're gonna take different levels, but just this is how much I want that around.
Yeah.
But the other, like sometimes it'll also be as simple as I like this whole like 5-cent thing. That was one of the first things we learned when I was a trainee. Like you're trading a stock that's like $10 to $20 or maybe $5 to $20 every 5 pennies. Like you're in it, like not even look, in at 30, get some out, okay, 21, that's not 20. Well, that was the other thing. It's use like the penny in front of the 5. And that's the other thing we learned too. At 15, and then try to get some out in front of the 12, right? Like it's in at 30, risking 5 pennies, takes them out when it goes to 21. Takes them out when it goes to 15, right? Like that's 2 to 1, that's 3 to 1. And then it makes it really simple. Now that's easy when it's a $12 stock and everything is that 5 cents. But it's just an easier way to look at things because then you can also understand that, okay, if I take each quarter out, starting like 20, 15, and then get the last out at 15 there. Like it's easy to be able to say average out will be about the 15 level or maybe just around there. And then you're getting a 15-cent average risking 5. So you can be like, if I get them all, then it's 3 to 1. If I don't, then it's about where you stop out. And by the way, break even trail now on that trend break in SMR. So all I'm looking for is another trend break trade because there's nothing at VWAP. DraftKings isn't doing anything. DraftKings has fallen asleep here. Fortunately, in the wrong direction. Not looking very good for DraftKings. The question I wanted to ask was, of the names that got dumped on earnings, so what were the bad ones today? Coinbase.
Yeah, CoreWeave.
Coinbase, Coin got green today. Okay, that doesn't really fit the bill if it's green. All right, so maybe that doesn't fit the bill. CoreWeave, Trade Desk, what else got dumped? I wanted it to be Coinbase, but that's actually up. Trade Desk, only 5% down. Almost everything bounced today. Toast was bad. I was trying to pick out like what was disastrous today that anybody thinks is worth a pickup. I can't believe Trade Desk is up that much. That's an absolute rocket ship. This was down. What was this down? 20%? More than that. It was more than 20%. 24.
Yeah, I mean,
down to
I
like
can't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah, it was over 20% down. Only down 5%.
Another name we had.
Maybe this could be a bottom here. Triple bottom at 20. Maybe Trade Desk is in for a little jaunt. Yeah, I like this.
Cloudflare in for a problem. That's a
good one.
Yeah, still down 20%. So shout out to you guys in the chat. So yeah, that was that one there. So yeah, net downside. And oh yeah, there it is again, man. See, like we just got filled down there at 80s. You could probably see, I don't even know what the price was. It's just little small fills everywhere here, just trying to pop through. There it is, 80s, yeah. So some 80 fill right there. And then, oh, there goes the pop right back up. So we're getting less and less into this position now, only 20% left now on ARM. We did get the fill that we waited for down there, 214.50s, right? I mean, when we showed you what we were thinking right here, that was sort of the levels. First of all, we wanted to get out 215 if we could, so we did a little bit of damage there. And we just talked about piecing stuff out. I think in a day like today, when you're looking at a Friday, nothing wrong with taking a little bit off the table now and not wait for like a superhero kind of a move. There was a name, was it NVIDIA? There was another one, there was Tesla that bounced. Tesla I thought was maybe gonna break lower, but this one, So again, we had a trade here on NVIDIA, and you guys pointed that out to me. I was like, this move right here, I was very close. And it's not even like, it's only in the money 50 cents, but this was going to be a short. And I was like, remember I was like, the NASDAQ's doing what it's doing. Do we really want to short like, you know, NVIDIA? That could definitely get going if there's any issues there. So yeah, that was a missed opportunity there for NVIDIA. And now I think right now you got to leave it alone. It's got to come back up there if you want to do it. There was another stock, there was Tesla that had, you talked about the epic run yesterday that we got messed up in as our order did not trigger at 407 and then it just ripped all the way to the upside yesterday. Yeah, 430 or so for Tesla, that could be a good high, but that was a great bounce. So if Tesla can get back to 426, which again, it's like these VWAPs aren't that far away. you know, you're only about a buck and change away from it. So there is a possibility for Tesla to come back and show its face one more time and see if it does want to do something like that. That would be great. A stock that's been really beat up, Shopify. I mean, down to one. Okay, it's back to 110. So this was a level here, 110. Yeah, I know it's O Canada, but
it's not.
No, it was right into there. So maybe, and again, day 3 today off earnings, or 4, and you know, maybe you are getting that bounce back. There was one style, you said the trade desk was so bad, maybe it's good. Maybe this is something similar for Shopify. Now,
Shop is way better than the trade desk.
Oh, it's a better business, but you know, you still have downside pressure on Shopify. Definitely made that huge move up there and right back in. So we're gonna have to watch out. Those levels are only $80, so you still have a ways to go.
I'll give you 2
before we get.
Well,
there.
I think you know, but I think I know where you'll go on this. I'll give you 3. Give you 3.
Sorry, like
Affirm. Well, I was going to say Shop or DraftKings, but I feel like I already know what you're going to say. But if I throw Affirm in there, maybe it's a different.
I don't really like Affirm. I've always called it buy now, pay later. But Affirm actually
third name that
makes a lot of money off.
I just don't want you to pick DraftKings automatically.
No, I picked PayPal over DraftKings.
Okay, so yeah, if I said PayPal, DraftKings, and
PayPal.
Shopify.
PayPal still.
Still PayPal.
Yeah, because I think PayPal. So the reason why is that, I mean, again, we're always talking about different. Well, now PayPal actually today. Yeah, so
I'm asking because PayPal got smoked today.
Yeah, it's down 1.5, but it was higher. Yeah, PayPal getting. So I sold out of my block this morning. I don't no idea what block's at right now. It's probably because I sold it. It's probably up 20%. Yeah, so. The reason why I like PayPal is there's the earnings. I wanted to see, remember yesterday they got upgraded and it went, they got downgraded and it went up. So I thought that was a good sign right there. But I'm only saying PayPal because of this. I don't want to hold it back into 38. I think that you have a good out there at 42. So I think PayPal on day 3, although now I'm going to change my vote because I did not think that I thought we were heading on the upside, not the downside. But this is a little bit of, because PayPal just having this move now, right? If it was still at 46, I'll still stick with PayPal, but not below 42.
I wanted it to be.
What about
fair.
you? You like Shopify?
Well, I was out of those. I'd pick Shopify. Probably implicit in the way I was framing it, that I wanted to say Shopify after that hold. I do like the fact that it's been able to hold that 110 level.
Shopify, yeah, I'm still in it. I can check my price. I don't know.
Well, you know what? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I sold all my Shopify. I'd have to double check. I don't think I own Shopify anymore. And I probably sold that like a few years ago. I don't think I ever got back in. Just very quickly, that was a pretty decent bounce. But remember SMR goes right into that $12 level. Look at the snap back up. So this was at 46. Took 20 minutes to get from 12.30 to 12. And on the same candle that it hits 12, it's right back and goes halfway, just like that. So you have to have resting orders in front. So every 5 cents, and then when it broke here, we put 10 cents down. I'm looking for another trend break. If I can find another clean trend break that we can work, or like Sean says, like a VWAP trade. I keep thinking DraftKings is going to move. I look up and it's not moving. Might have to find another stock to put on that level too. The trade rate is saying not much of anything. What is it? Oh, there's like a random on the top of my thing. Sometimes if I don't know. Yeah, whatever. There's like a random stock. It's nothing. SPY, AMD, Booking is in there. Tesla, Intel, NVIDIA, IREN, NU. There's no way NU is actually moving. I doubt it. Sometimes something will show up on the trade rate that I'm like, it's probably not doing anything. Oh no, Nubank, low a day, down 2.5%. Ooh, that's not a good looking chart either on the daily chart. But it's not moving. It's showing up on the trade rate, but it's not much of a mover. So I will think along these lines. SMR was good before. If I can get a reload at the 12.30, that could be something. I want to be able to replace DraftKings. We were looking at Tesla before. That's starting to pull back in there. Maybe. What about Apple? Oh, Apple's under VWAP. Bump that. I thought Apple would be stronger than this. So Apple's under VWAP this afternoon with the market at highs. What time was the Intel news? 1 o'clock?
Intel?
Yeah, it was about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'd have to relook at it.
Apple obviously didn't even do anything.
No, that's what I was looking at. I was like, wow, how come Apple didn't really move off of that? But Apple did have a move higher earlier. I thought I just heard something about Google, but maybe not there. So there goes Google a little bit. I mean, the market's making a move down. Google's trying to make a move up. Good bounce off that. I mean, it just looks too choppy for me right now to do anything. ARM, we talked about having 20% left. It does run our level there. We get out at 216. So ARM to the upside, obviously. We We made money on that trade. So, you know, we lose 40 cents on 20% and, you know, these are all outs underneath 215 right there. So that was a good one. Obviously, we don't make as much as we hoped to have if that market didn't do what it just did. And like, why did ARM just right there? And this is why it's dangerous to trade with higher shares right now, just because I feel like the market does not, especially on a stock like ARM, like it just went from 214, like that's the biggest move right there all afternoon. And it just said, okay, right back down in. And when the futures did nothing, I don't know what was going on. And there it is right there. ARM just went from 250, see, and right back in, right? So what are you gonna do? 214.80. This is hilarious. All the way to the back, but that's why you have a stop. So boom, boom. Okay, you know, what are you gonna do? And sometimes your orders get run. And we actually had that question about like, are you worried about people watching what you're doing and possibly running you back and forth? But it has nothing to do with me. I'm not, I trade, you know, a decent amount of shares, but not enough that it would matter for anything like that. So Palantir, so Cerebras' price range, I don't know what the thing is, 125 to 135. It's over 20 times
higher.
Oversubscribed right there. I'm not here on Thursday, so you guys hopefully will have some fun there.
Yeah, Cerebras is $4 billion is the size of the IPO next week. And that was supposed to be 115 to 125. So they've just upped it another $10. That's so obviously subscribed. Cerebras Systems, if you're not familiar with them, they're AI infrastructure. An AI infrastructure play next week, and that'll be CBRS on the NASDAQ. There's another one, Fervo Energy. I don't know anything about them. That's 1.5 billion. What is Fervo Energy? Fervo Energy, geothermal energy.
Ooh.
I guess it's big.
Well spotted.
Now we're more excited about Cerebras Systems. Cerebras Systems, that's an IPO. Take the open print. I'm thinking you're in the billions in terms of size, so you know liquidity is going to be a bit better. Because when it comes in, a lot of the reason why you like trading an IPO isn't just the hype. It's a liquidity event where you want there to actually be a bunch of like shares transacting. The ones that are super thin, and I don't mind. Like we take, like I was getting some reps on that. There was one today. It was really small, but I'm like, you know what? Every time there's a small one, I'll take some reps on it. And just I want to get a sense of it. Got in. All right, probably should have scalped it. It is what it is. Probably should have scalped it back through 20, but it was so illiquid. I'm like, oh, it's going. When it came back through 20 and beginning like 19.5, then see what kind of slippage comes through. It was about 40 pennies. I've found that it's absolutely standard. You never get better than 25 to 50 cents.
Oh, right now, yeah.
When one of these, one that was huge.
There was one that we got moped on.
No, the up one, the one that we made all the money. Well, because it was 6 or 8 months ago. I can't even remember, but
the point is,
it was a hyped up one.
Yeah, but with the slippage when you're losing that even dollar, where you're getting in, you're looking at 25 to 50 cents almost routinely. Yeah. Like you're never getting a break of 19 and getting out at 18.90. It's never happening. So when SpaceX comes around, if it's in front of if it comes out at $100 and you're long at 100 and change, if that 100 breaks, I'm expecting bare minimum your losses to 99.50, if not a little more. And if not more when it comes.
I was going to say $5.
Well, that one, it depends on how, I don't know what they're pricing this thing at. I don't want to say $5 if they price it at 20 and it comes out at 60. But I think this one's going to be $100. I think it's going to be stupidity.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I just don't like how they're reacting. I'd like to see Cerebras work, and then, like I said, the most amount of money that we've ever made on any individual trade was that whatever that day was. I don't know. I don't know if it was Figma. I can't remember. It
wasn't Figma. It was something. I know what you're talking about.
Something crazy.
I don't think it was Figma.
There. Yeah, we.
It was.
I made that top 10 board there. It was amazing. But right now, what we're talking about is volatility, and that can happen with IPOs. And volatility creates movement. And for sophisticated traders, movement creates, of course, opportunity. And Beta Pro by Global X offers Canada's first, longest, and running suite of levered and inverse levered ETFs, built for sophisticated investors who understand the risks of leverage and the importance of precision. Its triple levered bull and bear ETFs, of course, are tied to the NASDAQ 100 and are designed for daily tactical trades, providing amplified daily exposure exposure and giving the trader the tools to engage in both directions. These strategies are currency hedged, so it's great for us here in Canada, hedged against the US dollar. For those navigating short-term market moves up or down, Beta Pro offers the flexibility to act with conviction, whatever that looks like for your individual strategy objectives and risk profile. We always say this, but trade tactically and learn more at Beta Pro. Go find the prospectus on their website. We want to thank Beta Pro for their continued sponsorship of this program. Thank you, Beta Pro. We did have them on, Eric Sloan, last week. So I like that name, Sloan. There's a girl on Gia's hockey team and opposing baseball team named Sloan. Okay, AAPL. Okay, just got to note that was at view up as well. But, like, I don't know how much we want to dance here, man. Like, honestly, it's 304. I just showed you, like, what ARM did there. And ARM is, like, ARM right now is going a little hard right here. Like, we just saw it fall all the way back in. And that's why I was like, oh, man. And then it went whoosh, right back up. This is woe is me, all the way back up. So it bounced pretty sweetly there off of some of these levels. So, ARM, I dare you to do that again. We'll sit here and we'll see if we can get a buy on that one, but yeah, that's what we're doing.
I think we're getting 200s on that, man.
No, I checked today. I'm still bidding 200. So would like to get it.
I'm considering moving the bid. Greed as, yeah, whatever.
It's not being greedy.
If I get 215, where is it right now?
Yeah, 215.
217. Yeah. Well, if it's back at 230, I'm just going to feel like an idiot. But there's something happening on HIMS here. And I know Adair's not here, but I checked. I didn't see or hear anything. Obviously, HIMS is having a moment right now. 7 points to the upside. There's some chatter on social media. Like, if I just go in, I see a bunch of people posting about it. Great. I'm not really seeing a specific news story that I'm aware of. This is a good stair step up on him. So just doing the higher time frame analysis here. Consolidation higher. Now it's trying to consolidate a little bit higher. So this could set up for a breakout next week. Like, if we're looking for trades next week, again, keep the ear to the ground if there's an actual story here as to why it's up and breaking out. But 28.5, you break this consolidation just like this one was broken and that one was broken. You do it again. And we get one into 30 potentially next week. But there's something clearly going on in HIMS. I'm not chasing this because if there's no news and all of a sudden it's just getting this rando volume spike with 50 minutes to go in the day, it just seems like a bit of a trap. Super chat here from Christian Cavanzo. I'm probably butchering that, getting that wrong. Is it Copenhagen? What do they have? What would that be like? Colombian pesos.
Ooh, we rich.
Appreciate you. Thoughts on ASTS earnings?
Monday.
I like Rocket Labs. But they're not the same thing. But Rocket Labs only up 30. So, I mean, it would be hard not to be bullish on ASTS here. The thing that I think about, though, is if you have to be the follower that's already ramped on Sympathy. So, like, think about it. We've already gotten 13% here off the Rocket Lab earnings, so just like a sentiment up. So, like, that kind of counts. We saw this with like ARM was up 13% after AMD earnings. They're not the same company, but it was up 13% on Sympathy, making it more difficult for ARM's quarter to make them go ham. And we ended up seeing that be true. So I think that would be one concern. This looks like an all-world breakout. Look at the selling at the 200-period moving average. Someone's holding the 200-period moving average in the daily at about 75 on this stock. So that sets up a pretty decent over-under. If there's buyers above, it's Monday aftermarket, I'm assuming. Probably. Most things are not. Probably. Yeah, most things are in the morning. So probably aftermarket. So we're talking about Tuesday. So if on Tuesday there's consolidation buyers anywhere above 75, it's a grip and rip. And if you think that it's gone too far, look at the breakout in Rocket Lab. There's no, like, this is the biggest fail was, well, I mean, it didn't really pull in to these levels here. And if you think Rocket Labs couldn't have dipped $4 at the open, it could have. It didn't. And then the breakout, like, forget about it. Like, this stock spread was complete insanity. Like, when it broke 86.7, it was at 88. That is just nuts. And it was just a ridiculous shot to the upside. So ASTS is capable of that, but it's already done half that job in complete sympathy to Rocket Labs, which you've got to factor in. And that's part of the game. we saw it with ARM.
Yeah, I was going to say like ASTS, already up 13%. So yeah, I like it. They're still they're net negative. They don't make a profit. So last EPS minus 26 cents. We'll see.
Circle?
What? No, I was actually what about?
No, the what we were thinking about the IPO was it was Circle.
Was it? I can look back. I mean, it's pretty much. I almost made like the whole year on whatever it was. So I can look back. It would be.
No, I'm trying not to have to. You know what? The trivia question.
I think it might have been. I think it might have been Figma, but it could have been Circle. Could have been bullish. I can just go look. I just have to call up the broker statement, and we'll be able to see.
I want to remember it without actually looking.
Yeah.
It was around that time. I know they were all around.
I mean, NVIDIA's at view up here, but yeah, it was a good one. And again, it just came, I think it was just, the reason why we talked about that, not because of the money made or anything like that, just because it was like a hyped up one, you know? And like we said, I lost about 20% or maybe 25% of that on one of those other ones that came out that, I don't know, again, one of those drone ones. I can't even remember because it was Voyager, I think it was. We lost on that one. So that was the one that had that bigger slippage there. 215, okay, so there it is. So I think this is a decent spot for NVIDIA. It's been bouncing around here. I just normally don't really roll with the short on NVIDIA, to be honest with you. But, you know, this is kind of setting up. I don't want to just make a trade because it's a little bit boring right now. You know, we were able to get away with shorting, for sure, got away with shorting ARM. I mean, where this is right there, we were pretty lucky to still put a positive scratch on our net today with that one. But yeah, definitely something to be talked about there with NVIDIA at that level. I wanted to see what USO is doing. So we are closed now on NYMEX crude. That's that move right here at 2:30. Oh, actually, no, that's the move at 1 o'clock. It closes at 2:30. So no real volume spike or anything there as we head into the weekend. Nice to hear. Oh, that might have been ceasefire. Dara, yeah, that's right. As soon as 2 o'clock came, there was that notice about ceasefire, but it was between Ukraine and Russia.
Ramin just asked, was it MDLN?
Maybe.
I don't think it was MDLN.
Maybe. MDLN? What Medline or whatever? I don't think I would have gone hard on that one.
No, because it was a hype one for sure. That's why like I think it's for sure Circle, Figma, or possibly, what was the last one you said?
I'm just letting you know, I might bankrupt this company when SpaceX and when Anthropic comes through. I'm just letting you guys know that.
Anyone bankrupting it. But
But
SpaceX
might not see me on the floor anymore.
It's the biggest hype IPO that we've seen, period. Mm-hmm. No, but like legitimate, like I can't actually, in 20 years, I can't think of one that's like that.
F this, I'm gonna look it up.
I can't think of one that's like that. Facebook was a big event when it happened, but it was so different then. Like Facebook was weak. Like Facebook came out and was just tanking.
Yeah.
Like, I think I want to say $45, and it was like 45, 44, 43. And if you were dip buying, you're just losing. And then it finally hit the issue price, and then Morgan Stanley just back when you used to be able to see the market makers, and it would just see it was like MSCO?
Yeah, or anybody, Lehman, well, not Lehman,
so you would,
but yeah.
You would literally see on your level too. So instead of, come to my chart, so instead of seeing like ARCA or MEMEX or NYC, you literally see MSCO, Goldman Sachs, like whatever, I forget what Goldman's was. You would see the market makers in there for millions of shares at the IPO price, the issue price of 38, and they held it, and then it started to break. And it was about 15 million shares on Morgan Stanley. And then the second it got under 2 million shares, they re-upped it back to, I don't know, like 5 or 6. Yeah. And at that moment, everybody and their mother hit the offer. So it was like everybody just hit 38.01 and 38.02. And the stock just insta-popped. And it doesn't seem like much, but it was from 38 to like 38.50. And this happened at the end of the day, and it did it in minutes. And you were just hitting it for whatever you could at 1s and 2s. And it was a great opportunity. But that's not the same as stock opens up, halts instantly 10% of the money. Like you had to wait all day long for one shot in.
Okay, it was between August and September. So that's for sure.
So that leans more to.
I see that.
Not Circle. Circle was in the summer.
I'm gonna find out. So now I'm gonna narrow it down to August and see. So it was in August. So it was a day. It was a day in August.
What's the third one you just said? It's not Figma. It's what's the other?
Bullish.
Bullish.
August what?
Hang on.
Bullish. Bang. We were very bullish that day, and
But here's the best part.
It was a big
Look at
one.
this chart. So this is probably the best IPO open trade is on arguably one of the worst if you bought it and just held it moments.
Bad.
Right, but it doesn't matter because it would have opened at 90 and went to $117.
Yeah.
And
that day was the most money ever made on the show for everybody.
If you ever sell, if the thing about IPOs is they're a good trade, but the idea that buying an IPO as a rule and holding it is not it's not a good strategy.
You still be long Rivian at 105.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a really bad thing. Like
Coinbase.
But it works both ways because remember before the ARM IPO, I was like running my mouth. I love ARM, this and that, but I was in that mold of you don't buy the IPO, you wait for it to make a bottom.
Yeah.
And then I should have gone to maybe a monthly chart here.
ARM was a good one because ARM came different because it was SoftBank. But it still went down.
But it still
went down.
Where is it? So it did this, and it started going down. And I remember as it was going down, I'm like, see, I didn't buy the IPO. I'm going to get this. And I thought I was going to get like 25, 30 or something. It bounced at 45. It just started never looking back. I ended up, every single share I've ever bought has been between $80 and $100. That's going to change probably next week. But sometimes you should just nibble in if you really like it, but because that rule can cut both ways. If it is a good one and you don't buy it early, then I ended up paying pretty much double what I could have if I had just gone in right away. But man, some of these are nasty. Like SpaceX, if you want to own SpaceX, I'm not going to own that thing. I'll trade the IPO, but I'm not going to own it at the open. That's for sure.
No, I think, like you said, if you want to nibble in just for fun, I think it's fine.
That's fine.
The other thing was, Palantir came out at $11.20, but that was a direct list. And but same was Spotify was a direct list as well. Palantir was, amazing. And I was just a wee one when that one was coming out, but we didn't. I don't even know how that acted at that time. All right, so NVIDIA trying to pull back just a little bit now, just trying to watch out for USO, and we always go down memory lane a little bit, and I think that's fun to do that. All right, so out more at silver. We already have our stop, don't we? Where do we put that out at? All right, let's cancel that. We actually did not put it out, my bad. 72, let's just do it right now. 72.69er. We'll take it out on an offer, then we'll put that out and see if it comes through. So right now we have about, I'd say 15% left or so of this trade. If it breaks there, we're gone, even though that level is 75. So, that was Fabian back there. And we were mentioning going to Turkey over there. I just got to get this guy. I got to glue some of that over there. That'd be amazing, man. This guy's,
show off that flow.
This guy's hair is impressive, boy.
If we, honestly, the amount that you could donate that to.
Yeah, I think he was going to. We were going to do something with that. So we're just trying to set that all. What was that? Postponing. He wants to get longer. Get longer.
Show everybody the flow.
Yeah, he'll come over here.
It doesn't matter.
He can come all the way up. There it is.
That's the flow.
Holy shit. Watch out, bro.
Damn, son.
Man, holy. Yeah. Okay, that's a great donation right into there. That is great.
I could
How
use
you been today? Everything's all right?
Yeah, just
Goodness.
Mask off or masking tape or mask on? Okay. All right, get out of here, man. Thank you for everything you're doing. Fabian is the man in charge of pretty much that backboard there and all these the new graphics.
Did you see the transition?
No.
There's a new, and we're going to get one too. There was a new transition
for happening now.
No, but also for the midday show. They have the
run it
intro.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah, that's great.
Now Sharif and Joe have one too.
Yeah, but the midday, Brent and I have gone back and forth. Most people don't even see that, so it's good that you're showing it right now. Because of there's a commercial that runs, right? So, but anyways, yeah, that's great. It would just be amazing, as I keep telling you, the midday show is the flagship show right now. We don't have any intros for us. There's absolutely nothing involved.
What we can have was when we do the earnings days.
That'd be cool.
It's just a flip over, right? So at 4 o'clock, like market closes and we go into earnings mode, we are turned around and then we get then we get something different for that.
I didn't even realize how long your hair was. That was incredible. And then also you have the board in the back. He's been responsible for it. The voting games that we have, the polls, the news that goes up there, the visualizer, and all of that. So we want to thank that. We have
apparently
Andre will run the whole board over there. He's the guy. Yes, exactly. There we go. Qatar
that up
meeting.
There?
Yeah, so that's thanks.
It did just hit. So.
Yeah, thanks for all that there, Fabian. You're probably not going to go see Mortal Kombat 2, but I am. I'll let you know. You're going? No. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'm going. We're going to Screen X. Have you ever been to a Screen X theater, either one of you guys?
Oh, I've heard. No, I have not.
It's the one that goes all the way around, and there's like
wind
and everything that we went to see. I went to see some sort of an anime, Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer. I went to see. Oh, good. You got the mic now. Yeah, so Screen X is supposed to be cool, so we're gonna watch that.
Is that like the Las Vegas Dome?
It just kind of goes. I looked it up. It just kind of goes all the way. I don't know if it doesn't go all the way around, but it's something like that.
It's extended. That's
cool. I don't know. Yeah, extended out, and I don't know. There's supposed to be some fun things there. But cool. What's the last movie you saw there, Fabian?
Send Help. That was.
Send Help. Yeah, okay.
It was like a horror movie.
Yes.
Pretty fun. I really enjoyed it because like I'm really into Survivor this year, and there's like a nod to it basically in the movie.
Survivor. What do you mean, Survivor?
Like the reality TV show.
You are Survivor. 50 years.
Hold on, do you still watch it?
Me and my friends are watching Survivor, the 50th season of Survivor and season 1, like back to back. We're doing it like a double feature, so we watch basically like the episode that comes out of the 50, and then we watch the season 1 afterwards, and it's so jarring. Because,
I don't think I've watched it since season 1.
I remember Richard Hatch. That's about it.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, no, I watched another season.
I feel like, the first couple seasons.
So Johnny Fairplay. I watched whatever that season was.
Johnny
People told
Cage?
me this guy was jokes, and so I started watching that like maybe halfway in, because this guy was hilarious, Johnny Fairplay. But he was like the biggest like schemer.
Yeah, right,
okay. No, but that's what you need in Survivor. You need like those wild cards and those manipulators.
So what's the biggest takeaway? Just the graphics or the cameras or
like
from
the
1 to
difference?
50?
It's audio.
Audio.
A huge difference I noticed in audio, but I think that might be like how it was recorded at the time, but maybe it sounded differently live on television. But
is Survivor still a thing? I actually want to do a poll. Is it?
It's 2 seasons. Like imagine 50 seasons in 25 years. So
maybe.
Oh no! I know it's.
I love you, but I'm.
Jeff Probst is.
If we put a poll up right now. Who are you watching Survivor?
What do you think? Because it's one of those things where I haven't watched it in forever either.
Are you?
Me and my friends just got into it. Like we watched like season 22, and then we just started rolling, and we all like watch different seasons.
We're finishing Beast Games too right now.
See, that's like a shitty reality TV show.
Yeah,
versus like a good.
You know what I'm going to
reality
start?
TV show?
I want to start this weekend. Is that they got American Gladiators back?
Ooh, that's.
Is it? Okay,
I'm rocking that because back in the day, 2 Scoops was that. I'm dating myself. 2 Scoops was like the all-time legendary competitor. The guy didn't even win, and he's still like the most famous competitor ever. So, are you watching Survivor?
People are voting.
Everybody,
it's pretty mixed.
Get your votes in there. We got 1 if you're watching it, 2 if you're not. I got to be real. Like I haven't. It's not have you ever watched it. Are you currently watching whatever the season? I don't know what it's 27.
No, it's season 50. We just said.
Yeah. We're on 50 right now.
So yes, you watching season 50 of Survivor? We got 33%.
Yeah, I think there's some people watching it. Yeah.
Ask them, are they watching Beast Games?
I would bet that we have more people watching Beast Games than Survivor. And our crowd, you don't think so?
Maybe.
I guess that.
Shout out to Jimmy over there.
No, I was going to ask.
Monsieur Beast.
It was about the show this weekend. Is that
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
And there's the Billie Eilish concert.
What else? No, but what else are they? Is that the only thing that you can see in that theater? Like surround.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they probably alternate. Like I don't know. Mortal Kombat's coming out this weekend, so we can look at.
I do want to. Eventually,
AMC.
want to watch it. That's something I know I cannot. I'd have to watch with like my pops or something. Like
I've never even watched Mortal Kombat 1. It's just my son downloaded Mortal Kombat a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And so it's out, and then my wife and daughter were going to the Billy show. So,
Baron or something.
Baron, of course. Yeah. And so we'll watch that tomorrow night. That should be fun. But yeah, just looking at AMC. AMC's had a little bit of a rejuvenated bid underneath it. I mean, it came into $1 again, and this name, it's hard to look at it like this. Like it's been been split and reversed and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but $5, it did not have a great year. Michael Noss really hates this name, but you know, $1 up to $1.80 right there for AMC. It's been a good little move, but this kind of stuck in the middle. I don't know. Even though there's all these movies being released, like, I don't know if you're going to go see Grogu there or not, but like, you know, that's going to be something for next week. So I could see some bids coming in on AMC.
I'm a sucker. I am going to watch.
Yeah, well, I think some movies are made for the theater, right? And so I think that's what you got to.
Project Hail Mary.
The hell is you going to spend your money on?
There's no chance I was not going to see Project Hail Mary in the theater. Like, it's an absolute guarantee. And you know what? Disney might be a piece of, you know, Disney is so bad. There's a rumor they are literally retconning the 7, 8, 9 movies. They're going to allegedly take them out of existence.
What?
To recreate the story. That's how bad they are. There was a top 10. They did a top 10 streaming on May the 4th. Be with you. They did a top 10 of these are the things in Nielsen. What was the most streamed? None of those 3 movies, because obviously people watch a lot of Star Wars on the 4th. None of those 3 movies made the top 10. Like the Clone Wars cartoon, like the new shows, every single new thing that they put out, except for those 3 movies, tells you everything you know how.
I'm on Instagram. I didn't even see anybody saying May the 4th anything. So yeah, I think that's
because Disney has completely missed the pooch with one of the greatest franchises in history.
Yeah. Well, you can thank your boy that sold out. Whoever the guy that made it all. Well, sold out.
George Lucas, but that's
George Lucas sold out. I'd blame him if anybody. I wouldn't blame Disney.
Well, it didn't start that bad. It didn't start that.
I'm just saying he left. Right? If he was still there, maybe it would still be good, but he's not. Yeah, he sold out. That's what it's called. But there it is, man. Right off VWAP there, 215 and change down. So there's 2 plays in a row, and it's just so silly because I sat here, and this is the thing. Like, this is why you got to take away emotions and all that kind of stuff. I was trying to use logic, you know, thinking that the NASDAQ was, you know, up 2%, and did I really want to short NVIDIA? But oh boy, those of you that followed. That, at least when I mentioned it, if you took it, I don't have it, but there goes NVIDIA, like, right to the downside, right there. So, yeah, we'll see what winds up happening. Hopefully that Star Wars movie is
just
good.
So Tex Hex, I said I want to believe in Disney. Not that I do. I sold my Disney shares to put it into Netflix because I gave up on the company and the stock. I want this to work. I believe they have a brand that they can make work. They have the parks. You've still got the cruise lines. They have the ability. They have the ability to turn around streaming. I do think they can still make it work. I just have not seen any sign that that's going to be true. And you know what? Like you can be patient about something, and I think patience is fine. Whoops, we'll go even further out. I think patience is absolutely fine. Like, it's holding. Like, look, the monthly chart on Disney has tons of support, just buying the 200 period moving average and slowly holding and basing out. It's a head and shoulders, so this breaks down. That could be an epic short. This cuts both ways, right? Like, this head and shoulders in the monthly loses the bid, the stock could get absolutely crushed. But if they're able to figure it out, it's now back above the 50 period on that monthly chart. You're starting to base out a little bit here. They start getting 1 or 2 things right and continue to be strong when it comes to the parks. That's still good. Then this could work. But I have not put my money back into Disney yet. It's going to have to show me something. It's actually 3:30. I was going to show the early look because I'm not really sure why. It's a Friday, so sometimes on Fridays you will see some things. But NU is a 3.4 million sell. Pinterest is a 2.8 million buy. It's not even 3:30 yet. BlackBerry is a 2.2 million buy. Go BlackBerry. They're actually having a bit of a moment right now. BlackBerry. AAL, small, that's from the morning. UMC, doesn't really matter. I don't know what is MISL on the Amex.
MISL.
First Trust. Something? Oh, Aerospace and Defense ETF.
Right, I was going to say it has to be an
ETF. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so Aerospace ETF, MIS, missile.
Yep.
So that makes a ton of sense why it would be pretty strong. Trending up. And 4.2, we'll put that on, I'm going to put that on a side chart because that actually doesn't make sense. MISL has done 1 million shares of volume today. This ETF.
Those will pair off.
Yeah, it'll probably pair off. I want to have a look at it. And then Pinterest is worth a look. So I'll put Pinterest up here. 2.8 million. Pinterest was a surprise on earnings, right?
Pinterest? They were, well, we didn't like it. Yeah, I think it was up 20%, wasn't it?
Yeah, and see, this is the problem.
It was something crazy like that.
It was able to go up over 20%. Wasn't able to hold on to it, though. People rang the register right quick on this one. And I don't blame them whatsoever. Nobody believed it. Hey, still putting in some higher lows.
I like that, right quick.
Come on, man. It barely, oh, goodness. If you don't believe in the company and it does a move like that on earnings, and the first day there's a big drop, just wait for if it shows this. You see that move? Where yesterday it bounced, it tried to hold, and it's completely reversed, and then look at today. So this might turn into a short. I think this is probably, let's look for some short the pop situations on Pinterest. Because if they like the stock, they would continue to buy it after a big earnings run. And instead, every single pop has been sold since earnings. So next week, I would favor short on Pinterest. I didn't realize it had come back that far. That sucks. Rivian reported, I saw someone put that in the chat.
Yeah, well, it was starting to go.
Yeah, but you know what? Rivian has bounced off the lows to get back before. So great. It's back to where it was in the morning. That's step one. It's done this, like I said, we've had bounces off the lows to be able to get back to the highs, but you're not breaking the downtrend until you hold a low, break out, make some higher lows. That's the next step for Rivian. I think it can do it, and if it doesn't do it here on the trend line's working both ways.
I have a trade alert here.
Yeah, either it holds the trend or it doesn't. If it doesn't hold the trend, it's going to $10. If it holds the trend, it's going to 18, in my opinion.
Yeah, good look there on Rivian today for many of you. I know there's some talk with Randy about what Rivian's all about, but we're in a new trade right now, and I didn't want to interrupt there, so we'll let it go with Tesla. So there it is. Tesla does break right there, and boy, oh boy, did we make a little bit of cash on that one. Sorry, guys, I wanted to let Neil finish there, but I was like, we had a trade alert, and there it goes. There's the break of the low of the day there, of the afternoon there on Tesla. We didn't get the greatest price, but that is, what am I short at, 50s? 44s right there. We just covered some at 8s and something else. 3s and 8s, okay, real quick, down there on Tesla. So we'll see. It's a quick little break. I'm gonna put another bid here at 20 because it didn't really continue that follow down. We will learn our lesson from yesterday and not really go too hard on Tesla right now because, yesterday all of a sudden out of nowhere it just went, see ya, just like what ARM was doing. Now ARM's all the way back down in again if you sort of absorbed whatever the hell just happened there on ARM. But little early break and, don't want to do anything too crazy. I'm going to give it to the 50 period moving average. So that's about $1 away. So we'll wait. We don't have enough shares for this. Well, we have enough shares to make money on it, but we won't be giving too much back. We had that 1% rule. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. Didn't do any sort of math like that on this one. I'm just going to see if there is some sort of a downside play there. It's funny because on the break, the very next candle was a very big green candle. So people definitely playing that break and buying it right back up. So that's not a great sign. VWAP's there at 426. This is coming in pretty decently right now. Let's put our stop at 426.50 because, yesterday, basically, it wasn't this time exactly, but Tesla started doing Tesla-like things, which I don't like. And they ripped up against me. So we'll have to wait to see what happens with Tesla there. Got out of a piece down there at 03s, and then now we'll wait to see what happens up here on the top side and put our stop in because, yesterday I had a problem refreshing the blotter and everything. So my stops, they just kept on running into each other. So that was not good. 26.51. We'll get stopped out of everything if that does happen. But yeah, we're good. We'll take that just for something to do. And then ARM, but I also like the trade there. Remember, the problem with going short here, and you saw ARM and all the way back in, is it like, how does that even happen when we're looking at it? Like a weird move there for ARM, considering that the futures didn't really have, well, I guess the futures spiked up there, but that's back in. So, okay, here we go. Let's watch out for Tesla right now. I'm not going to average into it. We're short right here, right now. If you like that break, it looks like it's decent for me. This out right there, what's that? Okay, that's 23s. So there is some downside push here. The market's going to have to join or this is not going to work out. We did put a bid there at 20. Again, for about 5%. I'm going to try to do what I was saying, and that is get out at a little different spots, not just always like just panicking and getting out everywhere. So that out was a clean one at 425 flat. We have another bid down at the 20s and then a bid breaking that level into the 70s. And if we're lucky enough to get it, fine. But right now we're in that, and we'll see what winds up happening there. I don't know why NVIDIA is dropping, but the market's...
Yeah, well, I don't think there's nothing crazy or specific to NVIDIA why it's dropping. for sure. No news is hit. USO's not doing anything. So if it's moving down, it's on its own. I went back into the lower high off SMR. I thought maybe it would come back into 1230, but it put in the lower high here, did a bit of a topping tail to show the reversal. So we're getting short, looking for VWAP again. So just basically here to the volume weighted average price. That AHL Antelope, it is called Antelope Enterprise Holdings. It's halted again.
Antelope Holdings?
Yeah, for like the, I don't know,
nice.
20
I like
times.
that name.
And it's a great name. And it's back above $1. This will be worth a watch at around that dollar level potentially on Monday. But with a presumably 5-minute halt here, what I want to say to anybody that is actually trading this from halt to halt, just try to remember the rules at the end of the day. If it halts and then we're in the last 10 minutes, it doesn't open up till 4 o'clock, right? So you get a volatility halt. If the volatility halt extends into 350, it opens at 4. That's the rule. Doesn't matter what time, because if it's like 3:47, it's supposed to open at 52, it's going to open at 4. That's just how it goes. And I suspect this is not done halting over and over again, because I'm not even bothering to count how many times that's already halted today. Easy peasy. First negative day in 3 weeks. Oh, you know what? Hey, man, that was my line. So look, I have a negative day. It's my negative day this week, so it happens, man. I don't think I said yesternight. Is that what I said? Or was it yesterday? Was it yesterday night or yesterday aft?
Well, whatever you said. Yeah, no, it definitely was not yesterday aft.
Yesterday night.
Yeah.
2-day, 2x in gains, best day. Don't call it a comeback. Guy been around for years. Notice how I said guy, because I'm an R&B fan. Dare we appreciate her, you give her the day off. Yeah, Dare, she had an appointment, so she had to take off. She'll be back on Monday, doing what we do. I think.
Oh, man.
What's the big earnings next week? It's not huge. I have to double check. I'll find her infographic at some point.
And now you're getting me feeling some kind of ways over here. TLPYO.
That'll play.
If anybody's around, man, there is this great sandwich shop in Etobicoke. They just opened one in Vaughan. It's called Crudo. It is. Look at here. I'm gonna find it for you. Crudo. Right now, I'm gonna here. I'll do this right here. I don't think
Vaughan, it actually the first.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. Crudo Vaughan is a new one.
Oh my!
They sold out at 20 briskets. I don't even know how to search anything on Instagram, but you have. Oh, someone just liked something. Oh, that was nice. There it is. Okay, search. All right, so let's go Crudo.
Look at this sandwich.
Yeah. Okay, Crudo. I don't want to do Vaughan, but it's TO.
There's a pair, because Woodbridge, Etobicoke, North York.
Yeah, there's just Etobicoke. That's the one. But, okay, I'll just search it like this and see what happens. So they make these crazy, here we go.
Oh.
It's these crazy sandwiches. I'm going to show you. I had this mortadella one. Look at this. So they make the fresh, that's a little bit burnt. They make the fresh bread there. It is to die for. It's a bunch of Italians. This is a pistachio cream. There's nothing, this is $21 for this sandwich. There's nothing better. Stracciatella. There's mortadella. I got this sandwich. It is, and I split it. So me and my son had one each, half of this each. Look at this sandwich. Look at this, cutting this up. Wait till he shows you. Look at that. That's just one sandwich there. This is Crudo, my guy. This is the best. And this is Joe Rogan did a podcast. He had these guys on one of their podcasts as well. I mean, it's just the caprese sandwich. Come on, man. Get some olive oil on there. This is them making the bread fresh right there in the oven. By the way, I'm passionate about
That's your whole day right there.
I am passionate about a lot of things. Look at this. Arugula getting thrown on there. Anyways, fresh. I guess they don't make that there, but there's the mozzarella, the caprese, the mozzarella coming through there, the buffalo mozzarella. And then anyways, as you go, it's so good. And they had, here, I'll show you something else. They had the lineup out the door. They did 21 briskets. I don't know what day that was. Crudo. It's in Etobicoke, Eglinton and Royal York. And then there's one now in Vaughan. But it is just, it is to die for right here.
There's one in Woodbridge too, but.
Yeah, that's Vaughan Woodbridge, yeah.
North York's coming soon.
Now you definitely have to go there. This is the most legit. Yeah, this guy telling you what's going on right here. This is the place right there. So yeah, this is amazing. But anyways, Crudo, check it out if you haven't. We went there last week, and it's a big thing with all my dad group right now. We all send each other, all these, it's like food porn, and it's just like, oh my God, look what Crudo just put out there. And they have amazing fresh pizzas. Obviously, you saw the oven there, and my kids are. Dun, 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 they're loving it. So yeah, that's Crudo right there. But yeah, there he goes. Yeah, Yeah, send me some sandwiches, guys, for that. That was a pretty good ad right there that we just did for them. But anyways, they did 22 briskets. And because they don't have brisket, they did it with some brisket place in Toronto, came up and did 22 of them in an hour and a half. I missed it. We went there that night. I've only been once. I'm not even going to try to lie to you guys. And it was amazing. And now I feel like I got to go tonight. Now I can't stop watching.
Now, okay, but now I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
Warning, do not watch if hungry.
Right.
That's the problem now.
Yeah, see, now there's a...
I am hungry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. I don't know. I'm not sure why I did that.
Because that's good. Well, I didn't know that place. But, well,
Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to tell everybody I'm a shareholder in that business. No, I'm not. But yeah, anyway, shout out to Crudo, right there, man. Oh, that's why you work hard. Work
next
hard.
Week,
play
well,
hard.
still next week we're gonna. Oh, well, I don't know when C is back. We still, like I said, we're gonna do the burgers at some point. Got to figure out when C is going to be back, and that's what we'll do. I can't imagine it'll be any better than that.
It will not be.
I know it will not be. I'm pretty sure, and I haven't had Crudo, but I'm pretty sure that we're not going to find a burger that looks better than those sandwiches. I'm a sandwich guy as well, so like
Sandwiches are my favorite food group. Sandwich.
You know what I miss? Not the caterers here, but remember the old caterers, and sometimes you'd get like a Reuben.
Yeah, we don't have sandwiches very often here. I feel like they've done Montreal smoked meat and stuff like that here, but
we used to get like Montreal smoked meat. They do Reuben sandwiches, and like that's a good level because it's hard to.
Because it doesn't have to be the size of the sandwich. It's like about the ingredients, right? These guys there at Crudo, they have the shaver there. Like they shave their own meat there and everything right in front of you, and it's not Subway. Let's leave it at that.
First of all, Subway is not.
Eat fresh.
Their food, like their bread, is not even classified as bread.
Yeah, it has too many chemicals.
There's so much crap in it they can't actually call it bread. Don't get me wrong. Like my daughter likes it, so we'll get it. It's just fast food, right? It's fast food, but that's not a good sandwich. It's fast food, so you can get some calories in you. Subway, and I'll eat it, but
Subway's fast. Subway's actually, you know what? I don't mind Subway. Yeah,
food, I don't mind it, but if I want
between games or something,
I'll get Subway because I want a sandwich and calories, not because I want a sandwich.
Right, something to do.
If I want a sandwich, you got to go somewhere for real. But we have 10 minutes to go till the imbalances come in there. So
Sandwich.
I don't know. This is first one better. This is not even a trend break. I'm playing it off a level. If we take out this top, I'll just jump out. And then look for maybe an imbalanced trade. You still have Pinterest and New and BlackBerry, which I might throw BlackBerry up. It's up another 5%. Shout out to BlackBerry.
Yeah, shout out.
BlackBerry is a double from April 1st. Of course, right on April 1st. Hey, April Fool's joke. BlackBerry is breaking out. So really great look for them. And obviously, a former meme stock. I don't think it gets to qualify as a meme stock anymore, but I don't think does that even exist? What's an actual meme stock now? We had, I guess Avis was for a little bit, and I don't know what else would be considered that now. But GameStop had its moments, BlackBerry had its moments, but this is an actually legitimate move here happening in BlackBerry. I don't know how far it's going to be able to go fundamentally, but that double up is absolutely fantastic. Apparently AEHL is open back up for everybody out there. Antelope. And back at 122. I guess it survived the dip into VWAP and holding the $1 level. That's always a key price. Can you hold on to the dollar? Because remember, the game for these penny stocks is to either hold on your own, right? Get above $1 and hold on your own, or reverse split to get above $1. You got two paths to success. So ideally, you want to do the latter, which is not reverse split. So that's what they're trying to do here today. And then they can reset that clock. You get one close over $1, and then you got 9 more to go or something. My guess is they don't get it, because usually they don't get it. You try, you fail, then you eventually reverse split. But congrats to anyone that has this one. Sid with a super chat. What we got going on, Sid? Thank you for everything you do.
He's buying you a sandwich.
Oh, appreciate you.
We got a lot of super chats today.
We got a ton of super chats today. We made a lot of burgers off those super chats. But no, it goes into all of the things that you see here. It just all goes back into the show, and we appreciate it. Thanks, Sid. That Crudo sandwich, I'm still.
You don't.
To be honest, when you see there's certain food,
the thing is, it's
your
even
mouth
way better
actually waters when you look at it.
No, but the thing is, You know, I don't say this too often, but it's like it's way better than what even you think. It's not.
Well, now you're just killing me.
That pistachio cream. It's not fair what they do, but you know it is what it is right there. You don't want to have too many of those,
Yeah, but every once in a while you've just got to treat yourself, man. Like
yeah. Oh, well, that's always.
Food is meant to be enjoyed.
Don't tell that to Sharif though, please.
What?
Don't tell that to Sharif.
Oh, you know
he says he does not eat for enjoyment. He eats for fuel. Right there. So, I mean, you wonder why sometimes he's a bit grumpy.
No, but I've done that. Look, I've done that too. Like when I was in school and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's 45 years old. Hey,
But,
to each
you
their
know,
own.
Dude, but like he trains for something.
Oh,
like,
Sharif's a beast. I mean,
yeah, like when I was in university, I was training for track, and so like I ate for fuel, and you know when the season was over.
Yeah, then you went hard. Yeah, and I'm sure Sharif does too.
I'm telling you,
he's
right
so disciplined.
Now, there is nothing better than when you have like I don't touch alcohol the whole time, and I'm eating healthy, and then the season's over, and you get to eat and have fun.
Yeah,
and like that last meet of the year, it's always the same nonsense because everybody is just going complete insanity.
There's nothing more disciplined than a diet, like you know, because you can always eat anything at any time, and you gotta. So yeah, shout out to Sharif, man. That guy's an absolute monster around here. That is for sure.
I don't have that level.
Yeah, no. All right, so SLV. Well, especially again, Sharif doesn't have kids. You know, it's a completely different story when you got that. I mean, the schedule. He's on his own schedule, which is great for eating. That's for sure. All right, we'll take advantage of that. Let's spin it one more time. We did it. Yeah, she's doing leg day right now, probably. There it is. Nice move right there on silver. So hi-ho, man. Right back up to the upside again. I mean, another trade that we've put on here that seems to be working out. So far, so good here on SLV. Let's see what winds up happening into the close now with that one. And then, by the way... Tesla. Let's see how low can we go right now. This is not limbo here. This is Tesla. How low can Tesla go? I don't know. Right there says the cat in the hat. But we'll. I do have a bid at 424.50s right now. So we are getting excited right now as it continues to go lower. Let's just make sure that we do have. There it is. Again. Pardon for the passion, but there's a little bang there as it goes to the downside. So yeah, here we go again, man. That's another one. That's back-to-back dollar clubs here this afternoon. So yeah, finally get a little bit of a revenge from yesterday here on Tesla. So let's just wait to see where it goes now. That was a decent break. Again, we highlighted that trade there. Glad we were able to put it on, and hope some of you have that or had that with me as well, as we just did a nice little cover there. Whenever we can get that, look, we learned our lesson with ARM. You know, ARM does go up and down and back down again. So we were into that one. We got stopped out there, and then it ripped, and now it's right back into these levels. So, you know, remember, it's an up market right now when Tesla just broke. So, like, this is what was happening to the NASDAQ. Tesla was going oppo right there as if it was Ichiro Suzuki. And there it is, nice downside play there for Tesla. So, oh, wow, okay. So what happens if the market actually turns itself around? You can turn your frown upside down if you're short Tesla, if this market winds up tanking, because I think Tesla up 3%. Look, I love the stock. I initially had said that, you know, I thought Tesla on the next mega cap name to get back to all-time highs.
I think
this is just a day trade.
It's 100% going to be the next one that gets there. But it's unfair. It's only 15% from the highs. Microsoft and Meta, that'll be a good battle. I'd lean toward Meta over Microsoft. But I don't think I'm overwhelming one way or the other. 3 minutes to go to the imbalances, so it's either pins or maybe NU, probably BlackBerry. One of these two stocks. You got $3 million to buy and $3 million to buy on both of them. NU's a $3 million sell, but my gut is every time we've seen Nubank on the imbalance locator, it's ended up being nothing, with the exception of when it was an index change.
It's always on.
When it was an index change, it was huge. Every other time, it's been nothing. I've never seen BlackBerry. I can't remember the last time I saw BlackBerry on the locator, and Pinterest at 2.9 after that earnings move. I think that could definitely be something for sure. Taylor Batty's like, oh, I was talking about like track there. The injury that I had in high school that ended my hurdling career was entirely my fault. I was playing baseball and track, like during track season, which was my main sport, my senior year. I decided to also play baseball that year, and we had like our most important game of the year, and I already was feeling tight and did not feel 100%. My groin was not feeling good. We were in a tie game with the best team basically in the entire province. They had won the provincial, which is like state, and they're our rival. And it was tied 1-1 in the last inning. I led off with a single. I needed to steal second base with nobody out. So I stole second, injured my groin, didn't come out of the game, and it was my trail leg for hurdles, and that basically ended my senior season. I tried to run through it because it's my senior year and never got it back. But it's stupidity, right? Like I was always a dumb athlete that I would not stop if I was hurt, and I would just make things worse, which, you shouldn't do that. And I was always that guy. So self-imposed. It's the same thing with the Achilles too. Like I would do that to myself. So we have about 1 minute to go till the imbalances come out here. As I said, it's going to be Pinterest or BlackBerry, one of the two. I'm a little bit more interested in BlackBerry because it hasn't broken out this high. So it's a buy imbalance, hasn't broken the high. So therefore, if it tries to go and then flips at 55, it would be like a reverse.
Oh my God, it's market unbalances again.
Yeah, less than 1 minute.
Okay, I better
45 seconds.
double check all my stocks.
Because remember, like yesterday, there was a bunch of stocks that actually just broke out when the imbalances hit. So like a buy imbalance comes out, and they just run some stops to the upside, and all of a sudden you're going ham. And buying at the close is cooler because it's close money, and the big cap companies can't do their buybacks in the last 10 minutes. It's an actual market rule.
That's cool.
That does exist. It's always better late money over early money. How you end the day matters more in terms of stock market than how you started. An old adage.
So we're lucky to get it, Phil, they're at 13, right now on this Tesla trade. So I'm stopping out if it breaks. We had to get light on it because I didn't even realize the time. There it is, look at that. So there it goes upside again right now as the imbalances are now out. I don't even have them up because I was trying to watch out for this.
PLT 4.4, NVIDIA's 1.5, I don't see Tesla.
It has to be a bid. Nice move up there for Tesla. Let's just see, we're lighting it. There it goes, it's gonna break, hands are off. We saw this happen yesterday. That's back-to-back days where we had a pretty good short on Tesla, but this time we realized how close we were getting to the sun there and back away from it. But it's pulling back just a little bit now. I'll put another bid in the 20s. Oh, there it is. Okay, did we get that? Yes, we did. Okay, so nice move. Now we'll wait to see if it's going a little bit lower, and I have to apologize because I don't have those imbalances up right now.
It's just TLT, NVIDIA. That's it. TLT
okay.
4.4, we already told you guys BlackBerry was going to be 3 million. It was. NVIDIA 1.5 million to buy. Nothing else of significance over $1 million.
Right.
Yeah. iBits 800,000. I don't know. That's probably nothing. Burger. That's nothing. Yeah. There's no other big cap names in here. Walmart was 500,000 to buy. That's the next big cap name is 500,000 on Walmart.
Yikes.
So pretty much nothing burgers abound. We got a super chat from Boba. Boba plays. Thoughts on Lulu?
Yeah, Boba plays.
I don't mean to sound like a broken record. I've probably said the same thing about Lulu. Why is there even an AD in the dropdown? When I type Lulu, why is the first thing in the dropdown
Anthony Davis?
.AD? Abu Dhabi is the first thing in the dropdown menu because it goes alphabetically. No, I'll probably say the same thing about Lululemon as I always have. That is, this stock stinks. You can like the company all you want. You can love their product all you want. The stock is a fail. It's been continuing to drop. It just lost a monster support on the monthly chart. You just broke down a couple of months ago, the 200 period on this monthly, and you're still falling. There's theoretical support at 115 from back here in 2019. So I guess there'd be that bottom that it could bounce off of. Otherwise, maybe like a 75 level. It tried. I was in this for a swing when it held that 200 period on the monthly. It went from like 175 to 275, and that's it. That's all you got. And if you wanted to get more than that, sorry, but that was it. And all you could grab was maybe 20 to 30% on a bounce play. And now it's just, again, it's dead for me until it finds another level. And just because you have a product that people want to buy doesn't necessarily mean that you have enough growth to sustain increased stock prices when there's a million things that you can buy in the market that are doing better than this. And that's the problem. It's a problem for Nike as well. So nothing really that great to say about Lululemon, but One of my favorite quotes of all time is, if you care about somebody, then you tell them what you think. And if you care about yourself, then you tell them what they want to hear. I don't like Lulu.
Yeah, no, a good one. I like that saying there. All right, so we, again, just in not trying to, relive yesterday, that just came into 425, so we got it a couple times right there on Tesla, so that's a good one. We'll wait to see if there's any lower takes, but if this takes out 426, then we're gone. Look at the market, man. What a great day again for the longs. I mean, we do sound like a broken record the more and more we say this, but every single day it seems like we're making new all-time highs. And, yesterday was a down day, but that's laughable because when you see, I think we were down, 0.4 yesterday or something like that. All of a sudden, there it goes, man, up to 29,000 right now on the NASDAQ. Unbelievable to say numbers like that, but hey, when they're there, and it's there right now. So great day there for the NASDAQ and everybody else.
Without looking?
Yeah.
SanDisk price, just guess.
Oh, I saw it was 1509 or something.
Oh, you did look?
No, I didn't look recently. I looked at it lunchtime. It was 15 change. That's why I said 09 there. I don't know. What is it at?
50.
Oh, 1550.
Oh, 1560 is the actual high.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's another example right there of what you just mentioned. Like, stocks kind of going parabolic out of nowhere.
See, this is the thing. Why would anybody, and I don't mean to harp on Lulu, but this is going to end up harping on something. Why would you even need Lululemon? Why do you need to pick up Nike on the lows? Why do you need to buy Trade Desk? There's a million things doing this. There's SanDisk, there's Micron, there's AMD, there's Intel, there's Vernova, there's Marvell, it's NVIDIA, I don't think a bunch of chip names. It's just, you have so many options out there where you can wait for a dip. Micron had earnings in March and went down and lost $150 from the high. It went down 30% after earnings, after a strong earnings. And now it's more than double since then. Trust me, there is something dipping on an uptrend all the time. All the time there's something dipping on an uptrend. Maybe ARM is dipping on an uptrend, right? Look at this is now just breaking out. ARM is breaking out a historic level. It hasn't been around long enough for this not to be true, but it's still true. Look at the monthly chart on ARM. It's just freshly breaking this 180 resistance. So this holding around here, look at the channel up. 40, 180 is the next low, or 100 is the next low, then 180. What's the next bottom going to be? 240, 250? I don't know. But I want to be on that ride, so we're going to continue that ride. There's always something that's in an uptrend, and you can buy the dip on that instead of trying to catch bottoms. There's nothing sexier than if you get the low on some crap stock and it goes 10x. Not everything can pull a Carvana. That's just the reality. Not everything can pull an Intel. Intel would be an example of what everyone's trying to accomplish. You get something which has been basing out forever, and it finally goes. But you know what? It's a lot easier to buy an uptrend than it is to find an Intel.
I mean, AMD would be an example of an Intel as well. Look at this base right here. Look what AMD is doing right now, 455. Talk about selling off some of my Intel today. I think I'm going to sell off some of my AMD at some point right here. We talked about selling some the other day. That would have been wrong and was wrong, and there it goes right now. AMD, I got some out at 418 and thought I was doing pretty good, but there it goes. Yeah, what's up, Adam James LeBron? Was that
Adam
you?
just sends this as a joke.
No, but was it him that called that, or was it somebody else? Because somebody was talking about AMD 180.
I think that's when we get the super chats.
AMD 180 was only 45 days ago.
Yep.
So you want to talk about parabolic? I mean, this one's going parabolic, and I would say that AMD definitely a candidate for coming back down in right there. The thing about Marvell is it keeps on trying to get beat up, and then it just says, I'm going to just wind up punching you back in the face, because there it is, another 6% trying to get back up to all-time highs. This has been one that, honestly, man, and this is not a pipe dream. You guys know that I've been talking about Marvell since this move right here in August, and we were able to get pretty fortunate with it, buying down there and then buying again, and it just ripped up. I mean, there's a lot of stories like that. I mean, you can check ARM. Look, I don't have SanDisk, so who really cares?
SanDisk is a different level.
SanDisk is 5,000% in a year. This name was $30. It's now, you just said it was $15.50.
No, sorry, check that, $15.60.
And that's not even that huge. Ramin put a thing out the other day where I was calling Micron somewhere, I don't know, it was $100 or something, and it was just like boom, and now Micron $750, as there goes Micron. Like a year ago today, Micron $90, and there it is, $750. So yeah, man, components be ripping right now. And what else is ripping? We got out of silver right there, so that was a good one. It gave us VWAP again. And then to still be green on Tesla is pretty good, because look what Tesla's doing again at the end of the day. So that's back-to-back days that Tesla be doing stuff like this. So yeah, congratulations to Tesla supporters, because today, if you took those longs, then boom, shakalaka, nice move higher right there. So.
You know what's even easier than buying the dip? I want to remind everybody, we have 2 minutes to go, but I want to remind everybody what Alphabet was doing from April and the tariff lows. I've never deleted this channel. So remember the tariff bottom, look at the channel up, and look at when it broke. That break was in September. It's about 220 if you're buying at the top there. That's a double up. But it's also a very clean break the high, break the channel up. It's revisited, but never really even tested it. You can maybe have the 280 there if you wanted to buy in front of that, which is now theoretical support, but an unbelievable rally. And that's in the Alphabet. At the time it was doing this, at the time you were buying this, you were getting a breakout on the cheapest by PE of all of the Mag 7. So it's literally a technical breakout of an uptrend with the cheapest name in the Mag 7. It was a gold. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, other stocks have done better, but I think it's not as easy to pick up, say, SanDisk, as it is to be like, it's Google. That's an easy one to buy. Google's an easy stock to buy. Apple's an easy stock to buy when they give you setups. With less than 30 seconds to go, everybody, we're going to close at all-time highs because that's what the market does. We had one off day, and it was down point, whatever we were yesterday. I don't know, 2?
I don't know, I couldn't remember.
Less than 0.5%.
So I bought some Constellation. They'll be reporting on Monday, so we'll see what happens with Constellation today, down 2.5%, closing near the lows. So the price I got was during, for this 1 o'clock malaise when we were just kind of hanging out, not doing too much. There it is, brought to you by Orogenics. We want to thank them for the closing bell. Go make sure you do. Check out Orogenics, OGen, and thank them for the closing bell. There it is. Oh, that's Beta Pro, but we get OGen up there in a second. So thank you. There it is right there. So go check them out. NYSE listed OGEN right there. So thank you, OGen, for their sponsorship as well into the close. So we'll see what happens with them. IREN today, a red name for me. And it's funny because we were talking about buying 61s is what's written on the sticky note, and we close at 61. So, okay, that's a little weird, but that's what that was. Good day for IREN up there, and bad day for CoreWeave. And, this is what happens on earnings. And CoreWeave, we actually mentioned this 13 a couple times throughout the closing show there, up to 114. So that's something, 12%. It wasn't a great day although the trade desk battled back.
Well, actually.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good for trade desk. But yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Coinbase got green.
Coinbase got green. Bitcoin holding 80,000, so it should be good.
I mean, the market all-time highs, or Intel 13% are probably the big takeaways. I don't know that there was too much disappointment in any good names. Maybe that Apple wasn't quite strong enough, I guess. You can maybe nitpick there.
Marvell up 6. I mean, Tesla. I was trying to see what's up, what's down
You can't really
today.
nitpick anything.
Oh, Affirm down, Roblox down, PayPal down, Uber down 2%, not great there. JP Morgan down, Microsoft down 1.36% as well.
Eli Lilly's down 3.
No, it's not.
Is that wrong?
Is it down 3%? Maybe it is. Oh, I don't have it on my scanner. Maybe it is.
2.8, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So there's a big name. Downside there. Not much else that I follow.
JP Morgan down.
Yeah, JP Morgan was so much. XOM down again. The oil space is down again. So yeah,
But whatever. Look at it the other way. If you're whining and complaining about the things that are down today, then your portfolio has to be doing well on a day like today.
Oh.
It's got to be. Unless you are
portfolio doing
a
well.
net short person. In which case, you're probably feeling a bunch of pain. I know you got a busy one, but I want to remind everybody, you shouldn't need reminding. It's Mother's Day on Sunday, so make sure you make the day special.
I'll be at Rinks in 2 hours if you guys want to come see me. Orifice Road, Rinks near Yorkdale. We'll be there.
And, of course, you can see that movie, man.
Tomorrow. All right, have a good one, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Well, I'm sure I'll be telling you about our fun day. I think we're both doing some sort of brunches, so that should be fun. I love brunch is my favorite.
It's the best meal.
That's my favorite meal to do with family because it's like so casual and it's like fun to see what people order and all that stuff. I don't know. I like brunch, but I'm not a big pancake. Like I will order egg. Like I'll order the toasted Western. I love a Western for brunch.
I absolutely love French toast.
Well, French toast is a
a
good
big
one too.
French toast
Yes,
guy.
yeah, I love French toast is great because it's so easy to make pancakes, but French toast is a little different, so that's easier. But yeah, we'll talk about what you guys had for brunch on Monday. So thanks, Ramin, Fabian, everybody that's working in the back there. Andre, thanks for the ones and twos on that one. Brendan as well, Adara, and Sharif and Joe. So yeah, that's it. We did it. All right, wrap it up. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here, everybody. We'll see you back at Monday morning at 8 o'clock. We're Trade TV Live. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.